This is Dolynny TV, ladies and gentlemen. Good evening and welcome back to another edition of Edmonton Oilers live streams here on the channel tonight. The first ride go around with the new mic. No more headset. We are ready to roll for this playoff run with 2 games remaining in the NHL regular season. And okay, that was about the oddest thing I could have to start a live stream. I don't know if my computer just overheated, but there we go. We are off and running here this evening, as we should be ready to rock and roll for tonight's live stream. Again, if you're with me, let me know in the chat below here, as that just seemed to be an auspicious way to start the live stream, but it looks like we are off and running here. So I'm just going to check things here. We'll turn down that audio, as you can probably hear that on the mic. But is everyone good to go? So I just had a little bit of a freak there as the live stream just cut out a little bit, but glad to have everybody aboard for what will be the Oilers' 81st game this season against the Colorado Avalanche, as we are going to get underway here this evening. About 7:30 p.m. is when this Edmonton Oilers game is going to get up and running. Live in Denver this evening. So the Oilers finish out their road schedule against the Colorado Avalanche. Jordan, Camille, Smurfy, Epiphany, Luke, Koj, welcome in everybody as we're getting set for what is a very, very pivotal game for the Edmonton Oilers today. Obviously, you win and you have a chance still to finish in first place in the Pacific Division. So that's what we're chasing down today, is we're trying to get into that first place and see what comes from the Oilers here the rest of the way home. So we'll obviously see if they can continue to win out here at the end. And Simon the Steep T double at the ready. Well, I'm telling you, I got the BioSteel again tonight. Of course, you know I do. It's a big game. Got to step it up and get it going. So that's where we're at this evening. Got the BioSteel ready to rock. And so am I. I'm feeling dangerous tonight. Hopefully the Oilers come through with a big old victory tonight. And away we go getting this job done. That would be preferable, but we'll see what ends up happening. And I'm just going to let the audio go down a sec here to see if I've got the... Nope, okay, doesn't look like I've got the TV audio coming through, so it looks like we are good to go in that facet of everything here. Roger, welcome in. Magic, welcome in. Simon, welcome in. And Smurfy. Your daughter got 4 game number 1 tickets. Now that is styling right out of the gate. Game 1, obviously, because the Oilers have home ice in the first round, no matter what, whether it be against the division or whether it be against somebody in that wild card spot like the Winnipeg Jets or Nashville Predators. And how is BioSteel? BioSteel is fantastic. Honestly, you have to kind of dummy down the expectations given that it's sugar-free and stuff. It's got a lot of sweetness to it because it's got stevia in it, but you got to pick and choose your flavors. So that's really all it comes down to. There's a lot of flavors I love, but there's also some flavors I really do not like whatsoever. So, and I won't have any problem saying that. It's not like I'm sponsored by them or anything. So it's one of those things I do still have the right to say. Who would say my favorable first round matchup is? I really don't think there's a favorable one, right? Whether it be the Kings, Kraken, Predators, or Jets. If somebody wants to get hot at the right time in the first round, they're going to get hot in the first round at the right time. So that's kind of where I'm not too worried about, trying to find out who the favorable matchup is. Just go out there and win no matter what. That's kind of what I'd be saying right now. That's where I'm approaching it from this year, right? I said LA was a favorable matchup last year, and then look at what they did to us all the way to 7 games. So we'll try and not go there this year. And that said, Eric, you've got Mr. Connor McDavid for the game winner tonight. Well, we'll see how Connor ends up faring tonight. I think he needs an assist for the all-time active leader list for assists in a single season to overtake Kucherov from a couple of years ago. So we'll see if that comes through for him tonight. And yeah, that's where we're at right now. So we're hoping the Oilers can obviously get the job done tonight, just in any fashion, because you need to win to stay alive in this Pacific Division race. The Knights are playing the Kraken at 8 o'clock, so we'll have some score updates here in here in this game, but we'll see what comes out of that game for the Kraken and the Oilers, or Kraken, Knights, Kings, and Oilers, because that game all comes together for obviously all four teams, even though it only involves two of them. So the Oilers playing the Colorado Avalanche. I think I saw that that's, Jack, according to you, a preview of the Western Conference Final tonight. I'm really hoping it's just another classic game between these two teams. I think now you go back, it's been something like 8 straight games, 9 straight games at this point that have been absolute classics every single time out between these two teams. So if the Oilers and Avalanche want to give me another absolute classic to call tonight, obviously avoid overtime if possible, but they want to give me a fantastic game to call, that I would love for sure. And it looks like H&R Block is now hitting that whatchamacallit, pretty heavy to begin things here. And I'm just trying to get the live updates here. I don't know why it's giving me 7.5. And not too sure what's going on with the concurrent viewers right now. Seems like things are a little laggy on YouTube's side, but I guess we'll find out. As we're blitzing along tonight, my friends, Bill RNH will score the winner. Wouldn't be surprised, right? I know somebody needs Connor McDavid, but I don't know exactly what to expect out of this Oilers team tonight, whether it will be a tight one against the Colorado Avalanche. Maybe we absolutely come out storming and blow the doors off them. I don't know. That's kind of the fun part about tonight, is it's the end of the season. The division's still on the line. And for the Edmonton Oilers, I just want to go out and win a hockey game. I really don't care how it happens. So we'll see if that ends up being the case. West Lorne ended up winning Hockeyville this year. Okay, didn't know that. And Miles, great playoff preview. Well, this is kind of the fun thing for us, right? Is it should be a fun game, just to kind of more or less figure out what the Oilers have against a team that they're likely to face at some point in the NHL playoffs, usually the Western Conference Finals. So that's a kind of where we get to go. And yeah, let's see what else we got going here. I don't think there's anything there. I need to turn on the fireplace. I can feel that I'm shivering it out down here, so let's not do that too long and hopefully end up getting a little bit more comfortable here as the night goes along. I'm just going to take a second to make sure the numbers are off and running here in the back end of YouTube, and it looks like things look good and healthy so far, so we should be good there. Obviously, as per lines and stuff, I don't think I've really seen any lines or anything as of yet. So let's see. Oh, look at that. Jack Michaels, as retweeted by the Edmonton Oilers. RNH, McDavid, Hyman, Kane, Draisaitl, Yamamoto, Costin, Bugstad, Janmark, Fogle, McLeod, and Ryan. Cece still not back with the team following the birth of his child there. Nurse, Desharnais, Ekholm, Bouchard, Kulak, and Broberg, your 6 D-men. And then, of course, Stuart Skinner starting in the biggest game of the season so far. So things continue to get going. And yes, indeed, Ryan McLeod is in tonight. So we'll see if Mr. Ryan McLeod can show up and have himself a good little game tonight. So we'll see, but I guess we'll find out as we go along, because it's going to be a long night of hockey. We're starting at 7:30, which means we're probably not finishing till about 10:30. Again, one of those late nights, so buckle up, stick with me. We'll have ourselves a fun time, I promise you that much. But still confused as to why the concurrent viewers is where it is. I'm just going to refresh this and see if YouTube's just glitched out a little bit. Recoil, thank you so much again, my man. You're going to have to hit me up in the Twitter DMs here. I know you've had some questions, but you're going to have to hit me up in the Twitter DMs so as I can hopefully answer some questions for you here a little late. I just got home from work. It's all good. But I know you've asked me some good YouTube questions. If you ever need, hit me up in the Twitter DMs. Would love to share some knowledge with you, as I appreciate the donations as well. And that's one thing that, again, I still don't know if I fully ever express great enough gratitude for, because it's just something that never in a million years would have I thought, right? But that's where we're sitting going into this last 4 minutes before the broadcast flips over. I was going to say we must have been close. We're on play number 7 of the NHL's best, so we're getting very, very close. And the Jets are up 2-0 mid-second, so that's a big game for them, obviously. And I don't know if you all seen today the Jets pleaded to buy season tickets. That one was a little bit weird. So Not really sure, but Ace, we will catch you, my friend, here sooner than later, I'm sure. And Mr. Connor McDavid owning play number 6 against the Los Angeles Kings a couple of games ago. And we need to let the Avs know we're not the same team. This one's one that I don't want to try too hard and get injured, but I also really want it to be just an absolute classic. That's right, is we had an absolute beauty of a game, last finished game of the season there against the Avalanche last year. I remember watching that one upstairs in bed just because I had some renovations going on in my room. And you know what? It was an absolute beauty. And hopefully again this year, it'll be an absolute beauty against the Avs to finish up what was a great 3-game series set against the Colorado Avalanche this year. But that all said and done, games yet to get underway, and there's still plenty of stuff to prove before we even get there. So I guess we will find out here in the next little bit. Pittsburgh's losing 1-0 to the Blackhawks, season in third in must win. Yeah. So that's the tough part for Pittsburgh. They're 16 straight seasons of making the playoffs or something crazy like that, about to be snapped if they don't end up making the playoffs this year. And just to give you an idea of where we're sitting with the playoff seeding and stuff, I know I haven't given you that update as of yet. Let's go over here and go to the wild card if I could. Wild card, there it is. And let's go down here. So it's Boston, Toronto, Tampa Bay in the Atlantic, Carolina, New Jersey, New York in the Metro, with the division winner still up for grabs. I mean, heck, New York still technically got a shot if they've got the tiebreaker on Carolina, sorry. Florida, New York Islanders, and Pittsburgh Penguins all in that wild card race mix there. The Islanders can finish with a maximum of 93 points. The Penguins can finish with a maximum of 94. Obviously, if the Penguins lose, they can only finish with 92. And the Islanders and the Canadiens tangle in game 82 for the Islanders tomorrow. So Pittsburgh still would have a chance if they lose, but that's how tight that race is. And I think Buffalo is still somehow in the mix as well. Over in the West, everything is all but locked up. Obviously, Nashville still has something to say. Winnipeg, though, would have to lose their next 2. They're winning right now, so they're pretty much in at this point, I think, is what we'd assume. Calgary is eliminated, and Nashville still with a chance to technically make it at 94 points if Winnipeg fails to get a point over their next 2. Los Angeles, Edmonton, Vegas, the division we care about, 107 points for Vegas, 105 for us right now, and 102 for the Los Angeles Kings. So obviously Seattle still has an opportunity, if the Kings lose to the Ducks, to climb into the 3rd spot in the Pacific Division with winning out the schedule against the Vegas Golden Knights, which would then help the Oilers. I tried to explain this on the weekend and I failed, so we're not even going to try right now, as this one's going to be a little bit too much to try and explain midstream. So friends, that's where we're at right now. That's all I'm really going to tell you. But as we're blitzing along here, we are just about set to get things going. What else do we got? Devils just put nail in Sabres' slim hopes this year, 5-2 New Jersey at the end of 3. So there you go. That answers my question. Buffalo is done. And yes, the Flames are out, so that's good news for a lot of folks in oil country. I wanted to see a Battle of Alberta for the first round, so maybe not such good news for me. And Dean, welcome in. Let's go Oilers. I can get behind that. Christine, same as well, and SK, same as well. And the Jets can clinch tonight if they do win. So, whole bunch of possibilities on the table tonight for the teams out west and the teams out east. But now we've flipped over to the Edmonton Oilers broadcast. It'll go trailing behind a little bit here, and it'll tell me to catch up live, which it just did for me. So, we're outside of Ball Arena in Colorado, Denver, Colorado to be precise, is in high atop the mountains there in Denver, Colorado, as we get set for Connor McDavid and the Colorado Avalanche to do battle here for what will be the final time this season. It's the long time since we had 500-point scorers in the NHL take place in one game. Nuge, Draisaitl, McDavid, McKinnon, and Rantanen are your 5 100-point scorers. And anyone see who the Hurricanes just signed? Yeah, it's the goalie for Quinnipiac or Quinnipiac. I don't know how to quite say that one, but that's the guy they just signed there, Philip. And should be a good playoffs regardless. Yeah, no matter what, it will be a good playoffs. Obviously, I don't care if we beat the Flames or don't beat the Flames to get to the Stanley Cup. If we win the Stanley Cup, I don't care who we beat as long as we won the Stanley Cup. That's really all that matters at the end of the day. Eric, tomorrow's headline, Georgiev in hospital with sunburned neck from red goal light exposure. Well, we can hope the Oilers go out there and light it up tonight. That would be absolutely fantastic if they do. Obviously, remains to be seen, and hopefully we can find our way to get that going here tonight. But obviously, the Oilers have to try and find a way to go out there and win a lot of this hockey game, try and bury the Avalanche early, and obviously try to just put this one to bed as early as possible so as we don't have to stay up too late worrying about it. Just kind of walk ourselves home in the third period and away we go. That would be ideal for sure if that ends up coming to fruition. But as it currently stands, Edmonton at 105 points and 104 points for the Oilers. So yeah, both teams definitely having great seasons. Colorado obviously not having as good of a season as last year, but hey, you know what? That was as expected. You don't often repeat as the President's Trophy winners over the course of a couple of seasons. So I'm just seeing here on myself on the replay. You see him that, and we should, oh man, I am far behind. That's why that replay didn't quite match. That makes sense. But Jordan Skinner will light it up tonight. We're hoping he will, and you love how Nuge got 100 points. Well, I'm loving that Nuge is having a career best season here this year as well. It's fantastic to see Ryan Nugent-Hopkins in his late 20s doing exactly what he's doing right now. He has been a guy who needed something like this all his career and finally got it, and he's been absolutely phenomenal for us this season. So great to see him get rewarded, that is for sure. Obviously, Luke Gazdic here trying to get us started through the pregame with David Amber, as we'll see what these guys can offer us. I know I've got the audio on, but I don't have the audio on enough to be able to hear it. So unfortunately, I'll hear it over the fireplace and hear it over myself talking. So that's tough, but I'll try and turn it up. Just maybe you can get the goal horns or the announcers losing their minds a little bit in the background. Try and risk it a little bit here for you. I don't know what to say, but the Minnesota Wild battling the Winnipeg Jets tonight, and the Jets scoring a big goal there from, who's that, Adam Lowry to get that one, and then all of a sudden, yeah, this one here too. The Jets really trying to bury the Minnesota Wild early on in this hockey game, and it was Mark Scheifele scoring at the side of the net there midway through that second period, and we should be good to go here. And yes, Jack, the playoffs do start on Monday. That's what you need to know. April 17th, the NHL playoffs kick off. So we'll see exactly what comes of that for the Edmonton Oilers this season. But as it sits right now, the Kraken and Jets holding down the wildcard spots. The Flames are eliminated, although they are ahead of the Predators. And the Predators still with a chance to make some noise here down the stretch in the last few games of the season if they can properly do something. That much is for sure. So we are just about ready to get this one underway, friends. It is 7:36. We'll have Gene Principe's intro here in a matter of time, and then we will get off and running with what will be a fantastic hockey game tonight, featuring the Colorado Avalanche, the Edmonton Oilers, and what should be another classic between these two teams. Like I said, I calculated if the Oilers go and get it again tonight, it'll be 10 straight games actually after tonight that have been absolute classics between these teams all season long. So that's a huge get for the Oilers, obviously, if they go out there and just absolutely win one. Because, right, we won the last one of the season, I think, against the Colorado Avalanche, and now tonight we're trying to do the exact same thing. Patrick and I watched them lose in overtime at Bogey's Pub and Grill or something. I don't know what their full name is, but they're known as Bogies in Airdrie. Kind of watched them lose there. Bartender was giving us quite the rake over, and it was actually a pretty good time down there at Bogies. So we'll see if this one plays out any differently this time round. And Jeffrey, you're hoping the Oilers beat the Avalanche. Well, we're hoping as well. That would be a good thing for sure. And it looks like the Calgary police are saying to avoid the area around 15th A Street and 36th Ave Southeast. I don't know how old that is. That's a Twitter notification that came through. But here we go. The Edmonton Oilers just about set for things here this evening. Gene Principe getting us set up for this pregame intro. Obviously, it doesn't look like he's doing anything too silly to begin tonight's game. Doesn't have too many props by the looks of it, but somebody's probably about to hand him something. That's almost for sure. It looks like he might have a little bit of a sunburn on the top of his forehead there. I got a little burnt in California. And Connor McDavid, 150-point club, 151 points on the season. So we'll see if Connor McDavid can stay hot tonight. That would be fantastic. Obviously, light up the Sharks, and then maybe light up the somebody else a little bit the rest of this stretch. Maybe the Avalanche, and in particular the Sharks one more time. That would not be a bad get if the Oilers could indeed get that out of Connor McDavid this evening. So that's where we're sitting going into things tonight. 60 goals and 150 points in a season. McDavid, Nichols, Yzerman, Esposito, Lemieux 4 times, and Gretzky 5 times. Almost seems like you can't score 150 points if you don't score 60 goals. And that's kind of Connor McDavid's MO this season. He scored a lot of goals and a lot of points overall. So good to see on that end. And defense wins championships. 7-game winning streak, outscored opponents 32-11. Did the Oilers during their 7-game winning streak that is still going, right? And we can run it into the rest of the year. A 9-game winning streak to end the season. Don't mind me, that would be absolutely phenomenal if that ends up being the case. Defense wins games since March 1st. 16 2-1 record. Shots per game is 30.7. Goals against per game is 22.79. Save percentage 909. The numbers across the board much improved for the Oilers. That might have, for some people, something to do with not playing Jack Campbell, but here's what it is. And a Nuge milestone as well. Ryan Nugent-Hopkins playing game number 800 tonight. 5th most all-time in Oilers history. That is crazy to think. Nugent-Hopkins is a top 5 player all-time in Oilers history. Flashback to when he was drafted way back when, putting on the Oilers hat for the first time ever. That would be an absolute classic if somebody had that Oilers draft hat still. As Nugent-Hopkins then would score his first career goal against the Pittsburgh Penguins. That one was a pretty big goal if we're not mistaken. And obviously it was still a special night because I had just gotten back from being out in the bush with the family, and we sat down, and I was headed down here to southern Alberta actually to go to Camp Kiwanis, I think is what it was, out Highway 28 and Highway 8, or Highway 22 and Highway 8. Sorry, I messed up my numbers, but that's where we're at, is spent some time down there just following that Nugent-Hopkins first career goal. And Ryan McLeod returns to the lineup for the first time in 12 games as well, my friends. So this pregame's got everything you need to know. He's been on the LTIR here recently to allow for Jason Demers to come up and play game number 700. And now he'll suit back up into the lineup after getting set down with a weird situation. Something in his shoulders there kind of jarred in. Maybe something just collarbone situation. Who knows? I don't think we ever got the official prognosis on that one. Selena, the puck has not dropped yet, so he's still got plenty of time right now. And they have not dropped the puck yet, so we are just about to get through anthems now. At this Avalanche game, they're introducing the last couple of players here tonight. It looks like they had the Avalanche players wear their hoodies under their jerseys to do their intros this season. That's actually a nifty way of doing it, I guess you could say. And they're running on Bettman time tonight. We're at 7:41 here, and we are still not at puck drop yet, my friends. I guess right now would be a good time to say, if you haven't had a chance yet to leave a like on the stream, I'd appreciate if you could. And secondary to that, if if at any time you're new to the channel and you want to consider hitting that subscribe button throughout this play-by-play broadcast, I would appreciate that as well, as we try to go into the playoffs. Over 11,500 subscribers. Currently at 11,486, so we are not far off. And here is the anthem singer ready to sing our national anthem at long last tonight. So just about time for puck drop finally between the Oilers and the Colorado Avalanche. It is game number 3, I believe, of the AJHL playoffs, North Division Final, up in Bonnyville tonight. They are already off and running this evening, I would imagine, for a 7 or 7:30 p.m. puck drop between those two teams. I think they're playing Spruce Grove Saints, if I'm not mistaken. Somebody I sure can correct me on that one, but I want to just pass on some good luck to those guys, because I did get a game to actually catch this season of the Pontiacs, although they lost in regulation in the playoffs and ended up almost throwing my weekend in Cold Lake for a complete loop, but they pulled through and won on the road over in Whitecourt and got the job done, so that's all that matters. Sebastian, welcome in, as we are just going through O Canada right now, and then we will have the American National Anthem, and then we should be ready to rock and roll here this evening between these two teams. So we are just about there. Frank, you don't want to play Winnipeg? Just saying, yeah, I don't think I want to play Winnipeg either, but like I said, I don't think there's a favorable matchup either, so I'm not too concerned about who we get. Obviously, I think the Oilers are a much different team as well than they have been in the past, so we'll see kind of what they feature here over the next little bit going through the rest of this season. So I'm just going to give myself another peek at the back end of YouTube here to see what we're doing. Looks like we're doing all right, so I will peek back in here and get set to call this one, as there's a couple of people dressed up in American flag button-ups. That's okay. All right, I used to have an American flag tank top. That thing was sick, but unfortunately, I don't know what happened to it. It ended up being way too small at some point and kind of lost it along the way. But we are just about set for hockey here, my friends. Everybody on the benches there for the Colorado Avalanche getting ready for this hockey game. We'll see just how much the Colorado Avalanche can get out of this one against the Edmonton Oilers. The Oilers looking to do something special here tonight, make a statement, kind of like we did going in the playoffs last year against the Avalanche. And as I swallow air the wrong way, my apologies. We should be almost set for this game to get up and underway here in a matter of moments. That guy just holding on to his beer. He's having a good time. And all the other Americans standing in the stands, waiting to do their thing and cheer at the end of the anthem, and then we should be good for hockey here this evening. Stoney and Farm, welcome in. Glad to have you aboard for the evening. I am ready for this one because, like I said, this should, as have been the last 9 straight games against the Colorado Avalanche, be an absolute classic. That's kind of the term I've been using all broadcasts along, and we'll see if indeed that pans out to be true again tonight. It looks like there's something messed up on the back end of YouTube tonight, so I won't have the watch time updates for you, unfortunately. But let's go, friends. We are just about set for this one. Stuart Skinner leads the Oilers in net this evening. It is Skinner rocking, if this Tim Hortons graphic would go away. 27, 14, and 5 record on the year, 280 goals against average, and a 912 save percentage. And yes, at long last, you can actually believe that he has that shutout. Georgiev, though, 38, 16, and 5 on the year, 254 goals against average, and a 919 save percentage with a 5 shutouts on the year. Tim, welcome in. Thank you so much. And here we go, friends. We are off and ready for this one between the Oilers and the Avalanche this evening. Connor McDavid, Nathan McKinnon at center ice. McDavid scrambles it to the far boards right in front of the benches, and the Colorado Avalanche able to come up with it almost immediately. This one will be played back down in behind the Oilers net, back up the boards now and out of the zone. Goes length of the ice into the Avs zone, and that will be an icing call, as per is tradition with the Edmonton Oilers and how they like to start games over the course of this season. an icing call within the first 15 seconds of the hockey game, forces them back into their own zone. I guess I lied. It's 18 seconds in, but you get my point. It is what it is. And Stephanie Steve is contracted through Sportsnet, and those rights are shared by Sportsnet. But oh my goodness, the boards are glitching, friends. The boards are glitching real bad. And I think the NHL is going to have to take them down for the time being, because that is mania to begin this hockey game. That is for sure. But now it seems like they've figured out the boards here. And 75 will be aboard for this one. They've dropped the puck here a little bit too early. And that's unfortunate now, as Ekholm will look with Connor McDavid and Mikko Rantanen at center ice, or that's at the face-off dot, sorry. As they will now boot Connor McDavid. Again, I don't know what they're trying to do here. They're trying to drop this puck, and they are taking their goodness sakes time here, trying to get it done. The Avalanche control off the face-off, shot wired as Mikko Rantanen fires one off the side of the net, or yeah, I guess that's Rantanen. I think Landeskog's 92, as this one will be transitioned out by Connor McDavid. He'll carry into center. McKinnon gives them no room to work with, and then the Oilers able to keep it off the Avalanche's stick and get it going here as this one comes back into the Avalanche zone. The cameraman couldn't figure out what to do with the shots, so now we'll transition to a corner shot. Maybe the cameraman's now figured out how to use an NHL broadcast camera. Kane getting in there a little bit now as the Oilers will dump it down deep around the zone. And this, oh my goodness, this camera is going to give me a headache here, as this one's really glitching out here early on in this one. We'll have an offside hand pass, at the Oilers line. And that is where we are at right now. So 18:52 to go in this first period. And yikes, it's been tough to watch. Said that it's going to be a classic, and then this is the kind of hockey we get here in the first minute and 8 seconds. Not a good start. We have a face-off at center ice. They still can't drop the puck. They finally do. The Oilers are going to fire it in onto Georgiev. Comes to the near side, left there. The Oilers tip it back to the point, but the Avalanche able to glove it down and come back the other way. This time it's not a hand pass. This one knocked off the Avalanche's stick, and then shot fired off of Darnell Nurse's stick and up and out of play. The Avalanche have one shot on net. It was from the side. Really nothing of substance. And now it's a 0-0 game here. 18:37 to go in this first period. And there's not much really to report yet. Games missed due to injury this season for the Avalanche. 79 for Landeskog, 50 for Manson, Bowman, Byram with 40. The list goes on and on and on and on, I tell you. 448 man games lost to injury for the Colorado Avalanche this season. They've depended on their depth. Obviously, they've picked some guys up along the way, and that's kind of been the case so far here, as this one will come down into the Oilers zone. Wraparound opportunity denied by Stuart Skinner. Back to the point for the Colorado Avalanche. The shot comes in, sifts wide of the net, and the Avs still control as they're running the Oilers around in their own zone here early on. Shot fired. Save made by Stuart Skinner, bounced off the boards back behind the net, comes to the near side boards. The Avs are running a show in the Oilers zone here, making play with the puck after play with the puck, and they are finally forced out of the Oilers' end and then dump it in after a good cyclone shift in the offensive zone. So tough go there for the Oilers to begin this hockey game, and now Darnell Nurse and Vinny Desharnais will have to make a good pass to get out of the zone. McLeod picks it up off the boards. A good pass there from Darnell Nurse, but this one jitters around the offensive zone. Warren Foegele almost fell right on top of the puck. The puck goes to the benches, and the Oilers are able to free it up from the pile and fire it down into the Avalanche zone. Near side boards, the Oilers have it. Back to the blue line. The shot from Broberg drifts wide on the redirect in front. Tipped back to the blue line. Foegele can't hold the zone. He's back out in the neutral. Foegele will carry in. He chops the puck kind of awkwardly, trying to carry it in the zone. Couldn't get it going, and here comes Brett Kulak, backhanding it off the boards to Philip Broberg in the own Oilers zone. As it's dished around the zone, tipped right in front by the Avalanche after they picked it up. They couldn't get it on net, though, and the Oilers just, sloppy couple of plays here in their own zone. Just about cost them, but they're able to get it now going back the other way. Gerard Lowe seals off Mr. Zach Hyman, who's into the game here. And this one will be an Oilers' opportunity to move the puck again out of their own zone. This one chipped in by Matthias Ekholm, now length down into the Avalanche zone. Oilers win a foot race to the puck. It's Connor McDavid ducking behind the net, now ducking around in front, drifts a backhand on net. Georgiev kind of just had it softly in his pads, kicked it out finally. Avalanche clear out of the zone, back into the Oilers' end. Ekholm picks it up. He's going to spin off a check. Now two Oilers collide, him and Bouchard, and that'll force it its way out into the neutral zone. Draisaitl getting going, and this one has a little bit of scramble to it, kind of like how the start of a playoff game would. So I'm not minding this at all as the Avalanche fire it down the length of the ice, and that will be an icing call. And Austin, is it on YouTube or no? I don't think it's on YouTube. I don't think it... the only time the game's on YouTube, I'm pretty sure, is when Steve Dangle's doing the broadcast on Sportsnet's YouTube account on Saturday night. That is where we're at. As this one back for the Oilers. Puck played across. Kane fires a shot. Save made by Georgiev. The Avalanche will be able to backhand it out of the zone, and now here comes, I think that's Byram across the blue line. Shot fired up over top of the net. Stu Skinner gets a shoulder on it, and that one will go up and out of play, so you don't mind that at all. And that is where we're at right now. 16:02 to go here in this first period. Oilers and Avalanche still, they're just feeling each other out, getting some shots on net and such, but nothing substantial. That was a really good looking look by the Avalanche, using the Oilers' weaknesses against them there, pushing back the D, waiting for the forwards to drift slowly back and then open up that shot. And it almost worked out for the Avalanche on that one. It was the beauty of a play, that's for sure. This one won back by the Avalanche at the blue line. Now McKinnon picking this one up in behind the net. He'll wheel and deal through the Oilers zone. The shot will be fired, drifted on net, goes wide. And now the Avalanche able to backhand this one in behind, as Darnell Nurse will play this one in for the Oilers. And this one will go back the other way and picked up there now by Gerard in the Avalanche zone. Tipped in, and here comes Vinny Desharnais. He'll pick it up in behind Stuart Skinner, where now picked up by Darnell Nurse. He'll make the play out of the zone and backhand it into the Avalanche end. This one a battle there for the puck in the Avalanche zone. Tipped out by the Avalanche yet again, and here come the Avs across the Oilers' blue line. Another pick play there as they really run that well here early on in this hockey game. Like I said, it's going to be a classic, and that's what I expect, is the Oilers able to dive and knock it off the stick, but they knocked it off the Avalanche stick and right in to the Edmonton Oilers' own net. So the Avalanche score first on what can only be described as an absolutely broken play for, who is that? Myers scoring a big goal for the Avalanche to break the deadlock. As he gets the puck back, a nice play through the D, and then the Oilers literally, Bukestad with his long stick knocks it in to the Oilers net off the stick of Ben Myers. He never really shot that puck, but Bukestad just kind of curled it through the traffic, and it just opens up through Stuart Skinner, and that's where it is. So this one's going to be fired around the boards now for the Oilers, trying to get this one out of the zone, and it battles continues there, and this one will be flipped up the boards as Ryan McLeod will play it off the boards now, carried ahead by Warren Foegele. This one will come back the other way as Foegele will work this one in the middle of the ice, tipped out in the neutral zone. And this one will be worked up now by Evan Bouchard, back the other way. And here comes Foegele, Derek Ryan, and out wide Ryan McLeod. Ryan McLeod looking for a passing play. Shot from the point, scores! Just like that, Mattias Ekholm, 93.8 miles an hour, scores the goal. And wow, Mattias Ekholm absolutely wired that one home. I don't even think my live stream caught that one tickling the twine. My goodness, what a shot there from Mattias Ekholm, and a pass from Ryan McLeod, as that was just about as much of a laser beam as you could possibly get from Ekholm. Threw everybody into the back of the net, and the Oilers lead a big 1-0. And that's a huge goal right there, that's for sure. As Mattias Ekholm evens us up 1 apiece. So Wicked, you're going to be on the spot tonight for the goals. Don't mind that at all. And Mattias Ekholm gets it going right out of the gate. And now here comes Zach Hyman. Hyman will play this one in behind the Avalanche net, and this will be played back the other way by the Avalanche. Here comes McKinnon speeding away back. Door shot from Rantanen doesn't beat Stuart Skinner. as he makes the save there. And the Oilers are able to get that going. And I'm sorry, I got to open the door out upstairs because I'm going to die. Cat just had to use the litter box at the wrong time. So there we are. 1-1 for the Oilers and Avalanche now. 13:46 to go here in this first period of play. 6-3 the shots on goal for the Avalanche, and the Oilers trying to get out of their own zone. Can't seem to get the job done here, and this one will be played back to the Avs blue line as they continue to try and get out of the zone. They'll hammer it in. Will Girard right onto the pads of Stuart Skinner, and that's a tough save to make right from outside of the zone, but a good hammer shot there from Girard, and the blue line of the Avalanche still in their own zone, trying to deal with the Oilers forecheckers and trying to get a transition going. Here's Bowen Byram into the zone. He's going to fire one across, looking for a tip, couldn't get it going. And this one will go back the other way for Leon Draisaitl, trying to get this one in the zone. He will pick it up in behind Stuart Skinner, drift it off the skate of an Avalanche, get it into the neutral zone, and then the Oilers will just tip it down the length of the ice. But that will be an icing call against the Edmonton Oilers. So that's kind of where we're at right now. This hockey game starting off hot for the Oilers and Avalanche. And that was a big time save there from Stuart Skinner. That's the saves you want to see all playoffs long, diving across, making it with the tip of the pad and keeping it out of the net. That's career high 54 goals and 102 points this season for Mikko Rantanen. So we appreciate that from him. Terry, welcome aboard. And everybody else that's joined along here that I haven't had a chance to say yet because I've been yammering on through the commercial breaks. You'll get there, I promise you that, here in a matter of time. As the Oilers and Avalanche battling this one in the neutral zone, flipped back in by the Avalanche, now down to Stuart Skinner, picked up by Darnell Nurse in behind his own net. He's got near side Vinny Desharnais to make a pass to, but he'll go to the far side, picked up there by Warren Foegele, hustled ahead. Fogel's skating through everybody. He's trying to get this one in on net, can't do it. Didn't have the slick stick work to get it all the way in, and this one will be fired back in to Georgiev, as this one will be played out now by the Avalanche. They will carry ahead into the neutral zone. Oilers battle it back at their own blue line. Goes out of play or goes down for an icing call. I'm not really sure what happened there, but we had a whistle blow, and it's 1-1 between the Avalanche and the Edmonton Oilers. Ekholm and Myers with the goals to begin this one. I just want to give you an update on who got the assists on those goals, as the Toronto Maple Leafs ended up beating the Tampa Bay Lightning 3-1, or 4-3, sorry. I don't know where I saw the 3-1 score, my apologies. We'll go here. Oh, it's Chicago and Pittsburgh. That's where I saw the 3-1, my apologies. And it's Myers unassisted, and it's Matthias Ekholm from Ryan McLeod and Warren Foegele. So Warren Foegele continues to have a heck of a season here in the back half of 2023, and Ryan McLeod picks up assist number 12 in his first game back after 12 games missed. So one of those storybook moments there for a guy like Mr. Ryan McLeod, who's been having a tough year this year, obviously dealing with injuries and stuff, and now all of a sudden he is back rocking and doing his thing, so we don't mind that at all. I'm just going to refresh this here, friends, because we're on commercial break, and I wanted to get the accurate number, and that's where we're at, 11,485. So let me get this going here, 11,485. What does that mean to you? That's the amount of subscribers we're rocking here on Dolynny TV. This is my first time on live stream. I'm going to hit you with this graphic. If you're new to the channel so far this evening, you've been enjoying the play-by-play tonight, definitely make sure to hit that subscribe button. Would love to have you aboard. I'm just waiting for a big hit, fight, something to get me engaged heavily into this hockey game, and then away we go. So that's where we're at. As Bruins set the NHL record for points, Peter, that is absolutely insane to think. Flipperdo, welcome in. And we are ready to rock and roll for the major part of tonight's game. And I think it's the 5 100-point scores. But it looks like we're going to have Mr. Nathan MacKinnon. January 7th, 2023, the Avs win 3-2 in overtime. So it's the extra time frame stuff from the Colorado Avalanche is what we're seeing here is the major part of the game. So for the Oilers, don't take don't take penalties, I guess the idea. And Sebastian, you'll be in Edmonton for a year and hope you can build up a new life in Edmonton or in Canada. Well, let me tell you, Edmonton's a tough place to hack it just because of how terrible the winters are. But I mean, Alberta's a beautiful place. Definitely get out of the city and explore. That's what I would explain to you if you're moving to Edmonton for a year. Obviously, try and catch the Oilers as much as possible as well. As here come the Colorado Avalanche into the zone. Look at it. Wow, did not expect that. Shot from the point and then a wide open man to try and tip it in front, and they still couldn't hit the net. So that was tough there. But here comes Bugstad. He'll come back the other way. He'll flip it into the Avalanche zone. The Oilers get to the attack here as this one continues to battle, and now the Avalanche and Oilers engaged in battle in behind the Avalanche net. They continue to work it around back behind the net as they continue to try and look for a way to get outdo the Avalanche. 11:10 to go here in this first period of play. And looks like this one's going to go out of... oh, no, here, okay, never mind. Here come the Avalanche now the other way. They can't seem to get it going. And it looks like the Oilers might be using the Colorado Avalanche board ads instead of the Oilers board ads. But this one's getting going here nice and early as Connor McDavid has turned over the puck. Matthias Ekholm, the tip in front. Zach Hyman in the crease, all kinds of banging and crashing, but Georgiev is able to pick up the puck and cover it. So the Oilers get a mad scramble in the net area against the Avalanche, and they just about were able to convert it. That would have been huge for our chances here in this first period if we would have been able to do that. So far, though, the Oilers and Avalanche unable to get really anyone's momentum rocking and rolling. The Oilers scored almost immediately after the Avalanche scored, so that's a good shot there. I think that grazed the post there from Bouchard, to be honest with you. And here we go. This one will be won back by the Oilers to Darnell Nurse. The Oilers are averaging 5 goals a game in road games over the 6 straight road wins they have. As Nurse will drift a shot on net, stopped again by Georgiev. The Oilers not starting slow tonight in the shot department. They already have 6 to begin tonight's action. As Bowen Byram once again leads the Colorado Avalanche attack wide, as he's been kind of the mobile defenseman similar to Cale Makar would be for the Avalanche, as they really like their guys moving the puck on the back end. As this one's along the boards here for the Avalanche. Now Leon Draisaitl leads it ahead. He'll get it onto the attack for the Oilers. Picked up by Vinny Desharnais. The shot drifts over top of the net. That was a good looking opportunity for Desharnais. Just no hope that puck got on net. The Avalanche able to get it back the other way, and they will get it down into the zone. Stuart Skinner out to play it as he will look to handle this one off to the Oilers defense. Now picked up there by Darnell Nurse, or is that Matthias Ekholm, or Philip Broberg, sorry, I'm seeing a 6. As this one's played ahead by Warren Foegele, and it goes up and out of play. So just like that, the Oilers will have a stoppage in play in the Avalanche zone as we continue to blitz along here tonight. And I'm just going to take a second. You know the Snapchats come at some point during the live stream. And we're going to take a very scenic tour of this one here, just to get an idea of what we're doing. As there we go, we've got the new mic. I don't think some people have seen that as of yet. So we should be good to go. And I thought... Flipper, you thought Stuart Skinner would not have been in net? See, the big thing is the Oilers need this game, and then kind of the result from tonight's Vegas and Seattle game will tell you if Jack Campbell can start on Thursday. Thursday it would be against the San Jose Sharks. Mason, we're hoping the Oilers have this one, that's for sure. And Scott, do I want a... signed Stuart Skinner first pro game Wichita Thunder jersey? That's something we can probably discuss if you hit me up on Twitter, but I don't know if I want to take that one off your hands, because I'm going to tell you that might be worth some money here after this playoff race, and I think you might want to keep that one around. I will tell you that much. As Stoney, we need to clamp down and get this job done here. I got to pitch this BioStealer. I'm just going to play with it all night, so nailed it. Absolutely nailed it. I know you heard the cans rattle. I hit my shot left-handed from about 10 feet out. Don't mind me. That feels good. We're on commercial break here, friends. So we'll once again appeal to you if you're new to the channel. Love to have you aboard. I know we're sitting close to that 11,500 mark. So if you'd be so kind to hit that subscribe button, that would be greatly appreciated here on Dolynny TV. And dominance since the All-Star break, Nathan MacKinnon, Connor McDavid have been going toe-to-toe by the looks of it. Connor's got 59 points and 53 for Nathan MacKinnon. That is absolutely unreal. And we'll see what that comes for the Oilers, as this one will be a face-off, one back by the Oilers in the Av zone, flip down deep. We've got just about half this game to play here in this first period, and this one will be one back on a misplay in front by the Oilers. They tried to direct a shot on net but couldn't get it going. This one will continue to battle here along the near side boards. We'll have a face-off. Or do we have somebody down? We have an Avalanche player down. He's hurt, as that is Cogliano, the former Edmonton Oiler, battling towards the bench. He went down in a heap, and he is going to go off down the tunnel fast. So see what ends up coming from that. And this one's going to go back as Cogliano just stapled himself into the boards, bit an edge, and twisted an ankle. And that, my friends, you know what? I don't know about anything in hockey really, but I know that looked like it hurt. So hopefully Cogliano is A-okay, because that one was not good. 25th overall pick in the 2005 draft by the Edmonton Oilers. Took him a while to get to the NHL, but we ended up making it there. And now the Avalanche back the other way. Shot on Stuart Skinner. He makes the save. And this one will go back into the near side corner. Bouchard frees it up for McDavid. The Oilers will fire this one out into the neutral zone. Back into the middle, and now the Avalanche will pick it up in their own end on a few passes. Samuel Girard leads ahead. He'll get across the blue line, fire it in. Matthias Ekholm there to cut it off for the Oilers. He'll spin around, and obviously he's a plus out there tonight, as this one will be picked up now by Leon Draisaitl, led ahead, backhand shovel towards the net. Hyman couldn't get it going, and this one's back the other way, where it'll be led to Vinny Desharnais on the soft dump by the Colorado Avalanche, now picked up by Leon Draisaitl. He just absolutely undressed JT Compher on the weakest angles I've seen in a while, as that's fired to the far side boards. The Oilers looking to control the play by the Avalanche here. Back to the near side boards. Avalanche able to get it in the neutral zone, and it'll be battled again into the Oilers' end. Picked up there, shot fired, blocked in front, goes wide of Byram on the backdoor try, and now the Avalanche trying their best to figure this one out. 7:50 to go here in this first period of play as Desharnais flips it ahead. Now picked up and fired down by the Avalanche. Now into the middle of the ice. Couple of sticks whack away at it. Can't get it going. And now this one will be played again to the far side boards, where both teams try to come up with this. Yamamoto just stood up JT Compher some way, somehow. And now this one will come back behind as Vinny Desharnais will try and pick up this puck and do something with it for the Edmonton Oilers. The Mariners and Cubs are on Sportsnet if you're interested, on Sportsnet 1 tomorrow, if you care about that. As this one comes back the other way now for the Avalanche. Shot fired off the ankle of Desharnais, who's out there playing with Broberg. Picked up and carried ahead by Janmark. It'll go across to Bjugstad. Bjugstad looking middle ice for... Janmark hops over his stick. He was that close to getting it done on the one-time opportunity. Cross crease, couldn't get it going, and that's a shot for Nick Bjugstad right into the blocker holder of our friend Georgiev, who we would like to make friends with in terms of allowing us to score and win a hockey game here tonight. And Vegas and Seattle have just dropped the puck. See, they can drop the puck on time, but apparently the Oilers can't, as this one will get it going. We should be ready to rock and roll here in a matter of moments. Sorry, just lost my train of thought. I was watching highlights and I'm like, that's not the live game. 2 goals March 16th versus the Dallas Stars. For some reason, that is an important stat to share about Matthias Janmark to you tonight on the broadcast. Don't know what to tell you. This one's carried ahead by the Oilers, flipped out of the zone more or less actually by Broberg. And this one will be worked there now, an opportunity for the Oilers. Get it in behind, and this one's played to the middle, and Ryan tries to wrap it around. Couldn't get it going, and now picked up and back the other way for the Avalanche. Carried over the line. The shot comes from the outside. Stuart Skinner just kind of sorts it out to the far side boards. The Avalanche able to control. Broberg almost separated man from puck. Now Kulak's trying to do that job. And Kulak's kind of disappeared and been that forgotten man here in the playoffs. And we don't mind that. Not the playoffs, the regular season down the stretch, my pardon. Hopefully he's the forgotten man in the playoffs. That'd be good. This is back behind the Avalanche zone now. That's 5 minutes and 58 seconds to go here in this first period of play. Both teams battling for this puck in the neutral zone. Can't come up with it. Now near side, Sam Girard plays it out of his own zone. McKinnon dancing across the line. Don't know how that's not offside, but sure the Oilers would have reviewed it if it ended up being a goal. 5:40 to go here in this first period of play. As this one will come back around, and this one will be shot in as Stuart Skinner plays this one to the near side boards. Tias Ekholm to play it. Now a wide pass there from Nuge. Gets it up to Connor McDavid. McDavid looks back to Nuge and Hopkins in the middle. Toe drag, shot fired wide of the net. And now back down deep into the Avs zone, but carried ahead now by a stick of Nathan McKinnon. Checked off his stick by a great play by Evan Bouchard, who will make a man miss as he continues to transport the puck up the middle of the ice. Here comes Kailer Yamamoto on the pass as he is denied in the middle. He will choke it, chop it, and then knock it, sorry, that's what I was trying to say, off the stick of the Avalanche player, and the Oilers regain possession in their own zone as they will dart through the middle of the ice, as this one's picked up now by Evander Kane. He will get stood up in the neutral zone before dumping it into the Avalanche zone. Nice play there by Kailer Yamamoto, and then Kane finished the check on Byram. Desharnais with puck, he'll play it ahead. The Oilers have out-hit the Avalanche 8-0 to begin this game, if you can believe that. As there we go, I think Kane just got finally hit by Byram, and those two are jarring at each other in behind the Avalanche net. Don't think much is going to come from that, as I don't think Byram wants to ever fight again in his NHL career, as he's had some concussion issues over the course of the past 2-3 years here. The Oilers still trying to fight for this puck. It's just bouncing around, and that one hops over the stick of Fogle. So back the other way we'll try and go, and this one will be carried ahead by the Avalanche, turned over there by the Oilers, and the Oilers will come back into the neutral zone and try to lead their own attack of their fancy, as this one's Warren Fogle. Knew it wasn't going to last long, losing it at the blue line. And then, of course, the Avalanche can't play it in deep, so it's the Oilers regaining in behind their own net. So, again, we go back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. And how about this? Carrying it ahead now is Connor McDavid trying to rush it in. He's trying to get it going, and back to the middle of the ice, turned over there by the Oilers again. Bowen Byram will lead ahead, and I swear he's been on the ice the entire period alongside Sam Girard. Seeming like it here for the Oilers and Avalanche defensemen. As this camera guy, he's struggling, by the way, too. I'm struggling because the camera guy can't seem to keep the puck in range. Skinner just kind of stick checks one of the Avalanche players in front. 3 minutes to go here in this first period of play between the Avs and the Oilers. Both teams trying their best to not give up a goal, but also score a goal. And the score goal department is not going so well since both teams scored a goal. This one's just Leon Draisaitl, a lazy little dump into the middle of the Avalanche zone. The Avs quickly transition it, fired up off the boards. Here's Nurse playing this puck. Backhanded there to Desharnais. Picked up by Yamamoto. He'll play it ahead, and here comes Leon Draisaitl. Draisaitl across as this one's chopped into the middle by the Avalanche and onto the far side boards. Kane can't come up with it. This one's going to be battled back into the middle of the ice. Picked up now by Darnell Nurse. He'll fire it ahead into the neutral zone. Picked up by Mr. Leon Draisaitl. Will pass it off the stick of a Colorado Avalanche. And you know what? We can't get a solid set play in either offensive zone here over the past 5 minutes. That's okay. Bane of my existence to try and get going, but that's fine. We'll battle through. As the Oilers again free this puck up along the near side boards. This one picked up by Broberg. Far side boards now worked in front. Wraparound opportunity for Kulak denied. Goes back out of the Oilers zone. This will go length of the ice for Broberg. No icing. $1:50 to go here in this first period of play. The Oilers will lead ahead and flip it into the Avalanche zone. Played down there, and now Clean Costin comes up with this puck. He battles it, can't find it, and now the Avalanche will come back the other way. As this one's carried ahead, the Avalanche may be about to get something set up. Nice save by Stuart Skinner on, again, that kind of run into the pick play, I guess what the actual term is. Avs have used it 3-4 times here in the first period to generate shots, and the Oilers have been at the mercy of that happening as they've had some rush opportunities as the Avalanche trying to break out of their own zone. They will to Newhook near side. He flips it off the boards, goes far side to Rantanen where Ekholm will stick him up and throw him into the corner. Now Ekholm gets it free for a one-timer middle of the ice. That goes wide. Devon Taves out there, and now here comes Connor McDavid across the blue line. McDavid will carry this one ahead. He can't get it through the shot. Now back to the blue line. Ekholm pounds it on net. Fired in front. Might have hit Nuge. He spins off the paint. Now another shot there. Drifts wide by the shot of Evan Bouchard. And the Oilers finally got something going in the offensive zone but couldn't get it going. Now here's Connor McDavid leading ahead into the zone. Can't roll it across. Big welcome in. And this one's now picked up by Darnell Nurse. 32 seconds to go here in this first period of play before we get a break in the action. Now Vinny Desharnais leads ahead as the Oilers will battle this one off the boards. Kane trying to swim around Byram. He'll take him right to the ice. As Kane will backhand it to Yamamoto, who gets it down low to Draisaitl. One last goal here would be absolutely huge. Back to the blue line and now across to Vinny Desharnais. The shot comes in. Oh my goodness, I thought that went in. Vinny Desharnais just drifted it 2 inches over top of the crossbar. And with 1 second to go, he'll tie it up along the near side boards. And that will be one period to play, finito completo, here in Denver, Colorado at Ball Arena. Friends, I'm Tyson, this is Dolynny TV. Thank you so much for being aboard here for the first period of play. I'm going to leave you on the subscribe ad here right now. So definitely, if you haven't had a chance yet, hit that subscribe button here on Dolynny TV. And I'll be right back for the next intermission coming up here in a matter of moments. Just refill my water cup and take a quick bio break. All right, let's get back to things here, friends. That's the nice beauty of having this mic. I don't have to worry about turning it up. Terry, thank you so much. I'm missing that as soon as I went upstairs, but thank you so much for Terry again for hitting that one, and that's pretty much easy. You guys have made my job pretty easy so far today, obviously going commercial free all the way through unless you're just joining the stream, so thank you again for everybody making that so easy to begin tonight's live stream. I just want to give you a big update here. We are already crushing along tonight. Absolutely fantastic to start things out. And just to give me an idea of where we're sitting at with the subscriber number as well, like I said, we're trying to hit 11,500 tonight. We are at 11,485. So if you haven't had a chance yet to hit that subscribe button, like I said, I would greatly appreciate that one. But again, hats off. Thank you again, Terry. Really appreciate it. And we should be good to go here. BioSteel is done and crushed, so we don't have to worry about that one the rest of the way home, unfortunately. I'll take my receipts out and put them down here. But we are good to go as the Kraken have scored here in this. The Kraken have scored to make it 1-1, and the Jets apparently are now only up 2-1. So things are getting a little hairy across the NHL. We'll go have the first period scoring summary here in a matter of moments. But just to give you the scoreboard watching that we know. 2-1 for the Jets over the Wild here with about 8.5 to go in the third period. Last update. Ducks and Canucks are tied at 0, about 8 minutes in. The Oilers and Avalanche 1-1 after 1. And the big game that we care about, that matters the most to us, Kraken and Golden Knights tied at 1 apiece. 1 apiece. Just about 10 minutes in. So keep that one in mind. We're going to load up the Oilers scoring summary here so far. And let's see what we got going here. And this one will go here now, as we'll go down low. Let's see what else we got here. As we are going to go here to Ben Myers, scoring his 4th goal of the season, unassisted on that weird play that tipped off a Nick Bjugstad's stick. He'd made the diving play to knock it away and ended up putting it in the back of the net somehow. That one was weird, but Matthias Ekholm answered back literally just about 30 seconds, 40 seconds later, scoring his, well, you know it, his 9th of the season from Ryan McLeod's 12th assist and Warren Fogel's 12th assist. So that was a pretty huge get for us Edmonton Oilers fans tonight. Dakota, welcome in, and Peter, you're hoping Pittsburgh gets eliminated too. I don't know, as much as everybody hates Sidney Crosby, I've always been a pretty big Sidney Crosby fan, just because that's kind of the first young superstar to come in my era of hockey, so pretty excited for him. And yes, Flipper, I've got my water. Of course, the BioSteel is, like I said, already done, so we should be good to go. And let's see here. You wouldn't want the Kraken in the first round, Jack? I actually wouldn't be too worried about the Kraken. I think the Oilers would be able to handle them and the Predators pretty easy. Obviously, we've handled them and the Predators pretty easy so far this season. Camille, would you mind making me a... Oh, okay. So there we go. Let me just get going here to the next. Sorry, you guys have some, like these. Your guys' comments today have been a lot longer than the usual comments, right? They're usually like three words long. A lot more longer comments tonight. Simon, marks out of 10 so far for tonight's hockey game. I want to say the Oilers after that period sitting at probably a 4. That was not exactly a dud of a period, but not exactly the worst period by any stretch of imagination. Could the Oilers have scored a lot more goals? Could they have had a lot more fun with it? Absolutely, I think so. So would have been nice to see them do that, but unfortunately they couldn't get it going. So it looks like they have Luke Hughes' debut in the situation here. The Devils now 1 point back with 1 game remaining against the Hurricanes for that division race, and obviously the Hurricanes have 1 game as well, so interesting to see what ends up coming of it. So that's where we're at right now, friends. Sorry, that was probably really loud. That you can actually probably hear that just crazy loud now. But obviously the Oilers and Avalanche tied at 1 apiece. Let's go break down this game a little further rather than just who scored. 10-8 the shots on goal for the Avalanche, 13-3 the hits for the Oilers, 8-7 the face-offs in favor of the Oilers. The giveaways dead even. The takeaways 8-4 for the Avalanche, so they've been picking pucks off our sticks all night. And 7-3 the block shots for the Edmonton Oilers. So could have been much more lopsided for the Oilers if they had have not blocked those pucks. And it looks like the Stanley Cup playoffs, yes sir, they do begin April 17th. And just to get an idea here, Matthias Ekholm with the goal. He is another plus on the night, so you like to see that. Nick Bjugstad's played 3 minutes and 6 seconds. Matthias Janmark's played 3:11, and Ryan McLeod's played 3:54. That's your lowest played guys so far tonight. Don't know who the other minus defender was. Looks like we only have 4, so somebody else evened up. Oh, sorry, Nick Bjugstad. Philip Broberg, 5:30. So doesn't look like anyone's played substantially little. I guess Clem Costin actually is who I was looking for. 3 minutes and 8 seconds in that first period of play. So that's where we're at. That fourth line didn't get much utilization in that first 20, but Of course, nobody egregiously playing too much of the hockey game either through things here early on. So don't mind me. We are rocking and rolling here, as we should get things going in this intermission here in a matter of a few moments. It looks like the average view duration has finally figured itself out. So we are just about getting things healed up on this YouTube end of things. And just to give you an idea of where we're sitting right now, we are well over 50 hours watched. We are currently at 71.62 hours watched. So we are absolutely crushing along. And you will cheer for the Oilers this year, Big Wills. Appreciate that. And let's see what else we got going here. Stephanie, unfortunately, you're saying McDavid is better. Never mind, that's what you're saying. I can interpret sometimes. And yeah, that's where we're at right now. And I think you're all just chatting amongst each other from there. As I think that's where we're at. So, yeah, I don't think anybody wants to face the Oilers in the first round. So that's where it is. And did Winnipeg just score to end this one? That would be interesting if they did. Let me see. Yeah, they're up 3-1 with about 6 minutes to go in the third period. So I don't know how much fight the Minnesota Wild have, but it'll be interesting to see what comes of it now. But that's where we're at, friends. We are on the longest commercial break I have seen on Sportsnet now in a long while. It's just going around and around in circles here. I don't know if they've got some kind of delay in how the broadcast is being run from Denver right now or something. I don't know, as we'll flip live to an ad for the play of the largest game day 50-50, the Edmonton Oilers game day 50-50. They've obviously extended it over the course of a couple of days, months, weeks at a time now. And we have a band playing live at Ball Arena right now, all in the Colorado Avalanche stuff. That's where we're at. Should be good to go here. And the Avalanche and Oilers, 1-1 apiece here in this first intermission. 3:53 ozone time, 3:48 ozone time. And like I said, of course, every time I go upstairs, I itch my nose, and now all of a sudden my nose is just going to be killing me here. But 7-3 the block shots for the Oilers, 13-3 the hits, and the missed shots killing the Oilers. 8 missed shots in that first period of play, so very, very tough. You got to hit the net, that's for sure. As we'll see, obviously, what happens here for the Oilers after that first period of play. Here is Mr. Gene Principe on our television sets, getting us rocking and rolling as the Oilers dressing room about ready to come out from behind. And there's a member of some staff, that looks like an Oilers staff member, walking around in the background. He ducks off the broadcast rather quick and into the unknown territory. So Camilla, you're saying the Zambonis are having troubles? That could potentially be the problem. I'm not sure, as this is a weird stand-up situation from Gene Principe, as he's just kind of letting us on the ice here, or letting us on the TV sets, just standing up talking about I don't know what. I could turn it up, but then you'd hear and I'd be copyright struck and we'd be done. So not really sure what's going on here. We've got the background crew talking things over for the Oilers social media department, I think is who is in the background there for the Oilers crew. But this one here, we finally have Gene Principe hand off to Jessica Kent, and we are right there, so we should be good to go. And the Flames were a playoff team. I would not say, with all those losing situations, I would not say they were a playoff team, but it is what it is, as they've got two 50-50 winners on the broadcast right now, talking about having won the Oilers 50-50 over the course of the season. Intermission has 5 minutes left, so we still got plenty of time left to go in this intermission before we get going. Is Gerald won, and we've got Mr. Hunter there giving him the high fives, and then he's like, give me some cash, bro. And then we should be getting going here in a few moments time, friends, as this intermission seeming to drag on, although we're not even really an hour removed from puck drop at this point. It's $885,860 for the 50-50 for that win there for Gerald. That's pretty fantastic. I know what I could do with $885,000. Let me tell you, this YouTube thing would be a whole-time thing, and I would have one heck of a fantastic computer and setup for sure if I had that. But right now, we are just waiting for things to get back underway here between the Oilers and the Colorado Avalanche. If you're just joining, friends, and you're new to the channel, I will appeal to you. I will throw up this ad more so when you should do it, but if you're new to the channel and haven't hit that subscribe button as of yet, would love to have you hit that subscribe button here as we're trying to get over that 11,500 mark prior to entering the playoffs. And I know we are sitting currently just about 11,484, so we've actually lost a subscriber in the time I've been live. That's an interesting one, hey? To each to their own. But that's where we're sitting going into this second period of play. As that's where we're sitting right now. And we should see what this Edmonton Oilers team can do in the second period of play coming up here in a matter of moments. The largest game day 50-50 going from April 4th to April 11th for $1,000 for Ice District Authentics Oilers Team Store and 100,000 Aeroplan points. I don't know what you can do with Aeroplan points other than fly, but I'm sure you could probably buy some pretty sick stuff as well with your points for sure. Yeah, we should see what comes out of it here in this intermission. And hopefully the Edmonton Oilers can rock and roll going into this second period of play. We should be just about ready to get started, as for some reason Leon Draisaitl is rocking a backwards hat in the locker room right now. And that's where it is right now, is the live... sorry, that's a car ad that I was just about to read, like I was being prompted to read that or something. Who knows? As hockey, you're going there for the Avs. Well, I appreciate you tuning into the live stream, is I guess the only thing I can really say, because I am definitely not cheering for the Avs tonight. And you will find that out rather soon. Just another quick check of the watch time here, friends. So we get things fired up over the 100 viewer mark for the first time all live stream. Thank you to everybody tuning in right now. Appreciate you very much. I'm going to give you that watch time update right now if you don't mind, as we are at 8.5 as we double check that, 82.6 hours on the stream. So thank you again for hanging out with me this evening as we are just watching some commercials before this game gets back up and underway between the Avalanche and the Edmonton Oilers for the second period of play. It is Matthias Ekholm with the goal for the Oilers, Ben Myers with the goal for the Colorado Avalanche, and that is what you need to know at the current moment. Bill, welcome in as well. So it looks like we might be having a little bit of a flood of Avalanche fans coming in. Well, hey, appreciate you being along for the ride. Love definitely getting to know the other side of the hockey game a little bit as well. So don't be afraid. Let me know what's going on your corner of the earth. Nathan, welcome in as well. And thank you for the kind words. As you hope Nuge gets some points tonight there, Stoney. I'm hoping as well. I think this top line's got to bust out and get something for us right here. And yes, Festus, there are actually two important games going on for the Oilers right now. The game they're playing in and the game that they have absolutely no control over, which is absolutely disastrous because, I mean, realistically, either way, somebody's going to win that game between the Avalanche, or sorry, the Kraken and the Golden Knights, and that could kind of be a worst case scenario at the end of the day. So we'll see what comes out of that. So hopefully it turns into something for the Oilers, maybe a Seattle Kraken win preferably. And then there it is right now in Atlanta. Welcome in, Australian Oilers fan back again. Well, I appreciate you being along for the ride, Atlanta. And look at that. Finally, we have a Blue Wrench join us for the first time all night. Patrick, good evening to you, sir. The Oilers doing their thing here, tied 1-1 with the Avalanche. And right now don't have a lead to choke, give up, and lose in overtime like they did that time we went to Main Street for half the game and then bogeys. So hopefully the Oilers don't blow it here. That would be fantastic. And hopefully the Oilers get the job done. Let's see what else we got going on. Magic, I think it's going to be a tough game for the Oilers. I'm thinking as well, but hopefully the Oilers just get the job done. And there is Cody Ceci, I believe. No, that's Devon Shore, sorry. Devon Shore getting it going. As looks like we've got some kinds of something there. Super Talk 4. I don't know what that is. Oh, that's oh yeah, I know what that is. And let's see. What else do we got? Press messed up. It would have been best scenario if the Preds didn't mess up. Well, that's fair enough. But let's go get this going. Let's go get this going, shall we? I don't think I missed a comment other than Camille. Thank you so much for doing that. Appreciate that. Kind of empty, but it works out nonetheless. As Connor McDavid and Nathan McKinnon. And we'll get this going at center ice yet again. Corn, welcome in. As the Oilers and Avalanche are off and ready to get things going. This one played ahead by the Oilers is Connor McDavid trying to free himself up down the ice. Georgiev comes out to play the puck. He'll bat it into the corner. Here's Nugent Hopkins. Otis said corner. Plays it in front for Hyman. Another whack there for Nuge. Can't get it going. He's got it far side corner of the Oilers. Coming out of the gates, flying here to begin this second period. McDavid back over to Ekholm, and they miss Q, and it will come back the other way. That was a hot start, but they unfortunately couldn't get it rolling. And then Matthias Ekholm with a great pickoff to play it up the boards, and just Nugent Hopkins couldn't direct it right into the middle perfectly. Timmy's welcome in, and Scotty welcome in as well if I haven't caught you yet tonight. As here comes Nugent Hopkins flipping it in right down low behind the goal as Hyman tried to play that puck, couldn't get it going. Bowen Byram will come back the other way and play it up off the boards. Darnell Nurse bats this one down to Stuart Skinner, and now picked up by Vinny Desharnais. Off the boards and around in the near side, here's Leon Draisaitl playing it to Darnell Nurse. Nurse got Mr. Evander Kane with him. He plays it in front. Yamamoto just didn't hesitate for that puck long enough, or else he could have maybe gotten a stick on it for the one-timer, and the Avalanche come back the other way. This one picked up by the Oilers now on this battle as they'll play it to the middle as Yamamoto again can't skate onto it, and this one comes back into the Avs zone before it's fired out to the near side blue line. Picked up there, 2 Avs and Oilers go down in a heap, and it looks like we are going to have an offside call against the Oilers here with just a few moments gone here to begin this second period. This is where we sit, right? The Seattle Kraken can get into the 102-point range with 2 games remaining, as the LA Kings are now at 102. The Oilers have far and above the most regulation wins in the Western Conference. That's unreal. I don't know how that works out, but this one's going to come around to the near side boards, fired in by the Oilers. Fogel dumps it in and gets a body check in, and now Derek Ryan misses that one and is breaking away. Tipped off his stick there by an Oiler was Alex Newhook, and the Oilers will come back the other way as Ryan McLeod comes across the blue line. He will work this one in the middle. Fogel fires the shot. It's blocked in front by the Avalanche, and the Avalanche will work it back the other way. Picked up now across the blue line. Tipped there by Kulak. Worked over by the Oilers to the attack. And they're just trying to cue it up the ice as Kulak will flip this one back in and dump it down deep into the near side corner in the Avs zone. We've got 17:50 to go here in this second period of play. And the Oilers trying to get things rolling as this one's going to be fired up out of play off of Darnell Nurse's stick, I do believe, by Cogliano, who's back on the ice following that scary incident going into the boards. So that's where we're at, friends. It's been an interesting start to this hockey game so far. Andrew Cogliano will take the face-off against Nick Bjugstad. Bjugstad getting it going, obviously, for the first goal of the game, punching it in to his own net, accidentally, of course. But hopefully, see what happens here, as we will see what comes of it for the Oilers here, as Matthias Janmark now will take the face-off instead. Neil, welcome in, as we are just waiting to drop this puck and trying to do something. This one will finally come down. Janmark wins it back to Costin. Costin, who led all Oilers in least ice time available all night. And it will be up and out of play. And it looks like Clean Costin will head to the penalty box here for the Oilers after he fired it clear up out of play. So it's a penalty against Costin. And he is a little upset with that one. He'll go sit down rather quickly. And the Oilers will see what happened there. As Costin went to clear this puck. Oh, that had to have hit a stick. You're kidding me. That had to have hit a stick. But Costin looks like he knew it the whole way that it didn't. Yeah, it did not. Good pressure there from the Avalanche. Forces the first penalty of the game. And that will get the Oilers to the penalty kill. Delay a game 2 minutes and 30 seconds in. Neil, thank you so much. And of course, Festus, yeah, I know where you give up the first power play of the game to the Avalanche, who are operating at 25.1% this season. 5th ranked in the NHL. The Oilers penalty kill now ranked at 19th out of 32. Still bottom half, but much better than that 27-28 it was at there for weeks and months on end. This one worked on down low in behind the Avalanche net. This one will be worked across as Comfer will go back to the point. 12 power play goals each lead the Avalanche, as this one cut off by Nugent Hopkins in front, and the Oilers have a odd man chance the other way. It develops back into an even strength shooting opportunity for Bukestad, who fires it on Georgiev, and the save made by Georgiev. So that'll be the first real big chance of the penalty kill for the Oilers, as Bukestad sped it back the other way and almost had an opportunity. Just the numbers were never in support of the Oilers, so he just fired it on net, hoping for a rebound for Nugent Hopkins, who just could not find a loose puck. As Georgiev just kind of froze it into the pads. So we'll have an offensive zone face-off for the Oilers. One back by the Avalanche, though. And now Devon Taves will come out and play this puck, looking to make a play with it. He will skate up the middle of the ice. He will continue to skate around, and here comes to the far side. Now played ahead by the Avalanche. Taves leads it across the blue line. Played in behind and fired out now by the Oilers. Length of the ice clear right on to Georgiev. Justin welcome in. And this has been a pretty tight game so far between the Avalanche and Oilers. You are correct there, Jack, as this one continues to go back the other way into the Avalanche zone. 40 seconds to go here on this power play for the Colorado Avalanche. As, yeah, you know what? The Oilers penalty kill so far 16 for 16 over their last 6 games. That is unreal. As this one comes back to the near side. This one worked there by Nathan McKinnon. He'll fire the shot up over top of the net. That had me blink a second. I thought the Oilers were down 2-1. But Connor McDavid works it back into the middle. Now played there by Evander Kane. McDavid hops on the puck. McDavid driving it to the front of the net. It almost takes a hop awkwardly on Mr. Georgiev, but not to the back of the net to be had. And now Georgiev out to play it after the penalty is killed off. This one will be now worked by the Avalanche to the near side boards. Bowen Byram works it here and fires it down deep into the Oilers zone. He's been all around it tonight for the Avalanche. He's had a couple good looks and still unable to solve Mr. Stuart Skinner on 9 shots or the Colorado Avalanche. It's picked up by Georgiev on a puck redirected into the Avalanche zone. And that is where it is at. Just a nice little stoppage in play, and the Oilers will get the offensive zone face-off draw. We like to see it. And of course, friends, if at any time the audio on the stream sounds a little weird, let me know. I'm just kind of testing the range of this mic. Seems like we've kind of deadened that echo a little bit as well over the course of this hockey game. So that's good news as well, as just the Oilers winning that face-off there. We will have it come around, and I had picked up my phone to do something, but don't need to do that as the Oilers get a shot on goal. Now Zach Hyman wheeling and dealing, fires a shot just wide of the net. This one comes to the near side again as Hyman battles that one, and now Nugent Hopkins plays it into the Avalanche zone. But it looks like we might have a penalty here against one of the members of the Colorado Avalanche, Jared Bednar, looking at things here. And it will be to the middle of the ice, skating to the box is Bowen Byram, who, like I said, has been all around it tonight so far. So, Scott, thank you for the check on the audio. As this one will be picked up by the Oilers, and I'm not sure what it looks like. Just slashes there by Byram, I guess is what they called. I'm not really sure, as Byram goes in there and boards Hyman a little bit. I'm really not sure what the call was, but apparently there was a call. A slashing call against Byram. And Ace, thank you for the check on the mic as well. As this one comes into the middle of the ice. As this one goes down the length. As the Avalanche penalty kill ranked 79.1% on the season, 16th overall. So not that much ahead of the Oilers. You got to remember this power play is absolutely deadly, but they just got to get out of their own zone sometimes. And that's where we're wondering here is this one's tipped by the Oilers off the stick of the attack. They cannot get anything started here. 30 seconds into this power play, and this one goes length of the ice. Will be an icing call against the Oilers. And thankfully, out of all that discombobulation, you don't give up a goal, but you certainly will not score a goal playing that way on the power play, that's for sure. As we are just about to that 4-minute average view duration here on the stream. Don't mind me seeing that. Appreciate everybody being along for that. And Winnipeg now, as Patrick says, as everybody else has kind of hinted all the way along tonight, Winnipeg officially in to the NHL playoffs. They will be the 8th seed in the West, so, or wild card number 2, whatever you need to refer. And that means the Oilers will maybe likely face them for the second time in 3 years should the Oilers win the division, which is seem to be what it might be tonight if they can beat the Colorado Avalanche and, of course, the Vegas Golden Knights lose to the Kraken, as this one's played there by Bouchard at the blue line. Oilers power play now getting to work as it goes down low to Hyman. He'll fire the shot, save made by Georgiev. Nice recovery by Draisaitl. Now over to McDavid, now to Nuge, who will load up the shot. Drifts it over to the far side to Draisaitl, who didn't have the one-timer. Picking it up now is McDavid. Back to Draisaitl. A shot, Bouchard. And that puck will go up and out of play as Bouchard absolutely roasted that one. 94.4 miles an hour. And it ended up going off the netting almost back to the blue line out of play. So that's unreal. Absolutely there for the Edmonton Oilers. And Camille, we've hit 50 likes. Thank you for the update. Appreciate that. That's one thing I don't even really notice anymore. That just kind of creeps up over the course of the streak, or stream, sorry, not streak, as that is just an absolute hammer job of a one-timer by Bouchard. Couldn't put it home, though. And who's the dark horse in the East? I would say, honestly, the Toronto Maple Leafs. They have not won round one. I know that's maybe they should be a favorite, but knowing that they haven't won round one, I'm thinking they are a dark horse to actually finally win round one and maybe face the Oilers in the Stanley Cup final. I would love that. That would be craziness. But here's Nugent Hopkins. He's wheeling and dealing. He gets it across, and now here comes Connor McDavid. McDavid across the blue line. He'll get in behind the net, back to the front of the net. Now passed over. Oh, it hops off Draisaitl on the one-time opportunity. And now McDavid and Nugent Hopkins have to get to work here with 14 seconds to go. Draisaitl at the blue line. He'll carry in. He will work back to McDavid, who's loading up. He'll cut into the middle, cut off there. Bouchard able to keep it alive. Draisaitl whack and a hack, and the Oilers able to maintain the puck in neutral territory, where Bouchard, now that the power play is over, will need to go off for a change with 12:37 to go as he looks gassed, trying to make a play ahead, and the Avalanche cut it off there, and he'll have to stay on the ice. Ill-advised play there from Bouchard. Pass in front. Nurse with the diving play. Avalanche second opportunity. Oh, it comes to the side of the net. Nurse battles his man into the boards and keeps it out, as McKinnon and crew were looking for a big-time goal there, but not to be had for the Avalanche, as Bouchard has been trapped out there a long dang time. Here comes Evander Kane. He'll get it back deep into the zone. Finally, Bouchard will get a chance to change. This puck will be rimmed around again to the near side boards. Ekholm plays this one down, as that's played by Evander Kane. Rantanen will get it going back behind the net. 11:55 to go here in this second period of play. Second period for the Oilers and Avalanche, engaged in a 1-1 tie so far through just about half the hockey game. Played ahead now by Derek Ryan. He will get it into the Avalanche zone deep, now around in the near side corner. Dump it in there and leave it for Yamamoto and McLeod. They're both didn't go in here, as now Ekholm's engaged in the battle and Ryan has taken the defensive position at the blue line. Nice play by McLeod to come up with the puck. Ekholm on the forecheck down low will come up with the puck. He circles around the zone and retakes his position at the blue line. And this one now played there by Derek Ryan. Back across, the shot coming in slap shot, from Philip Broberg. And he absolutely hammered it on net, but couldn't get it through Georgiev at 87.4. As the Oilers and Avs can't solve either goaltender, both teams battling here. Stuart Skinner making save after save, and so is Georgiev here in the middle frame of this game. And I am sorry, I should not have petted the cats when I went upstairs. Always do that, always make that mistake every live stream. and for some reason still made that mistake tonight. The Oilers and Avalanche scoreless since the 5:28 mark or 5:28 into this hockey game. So we've played just about 25 minutes straight without a goal. That's pretty incredible. The shot's now 12-10 for the Oilers, so we'll see if that continues to be a trend here tonight. And just to take a quick look at the old back end of YouTube again, looks like things are roasting along just fine here, so don't have any concerns. And Scotty, you're saying Stuart Skinner for the Calder. I would not mind that at all. Stuart Skinner for the Calder would be absolutely fantastic if he actually comes up with it. And again, thank you to everybody tuning in. I just saw that we've got 120 views on the stream. Appreciate you being along for the ride. And let's just see here if we can get this going here as my cat is clenching her teeth again. She's got issues with her gums, unfortunately. So tough for the old girl as she is definitely getting up there in age. We're at 116 hours. Zap, would you like to come up and say hi? You're grinding your teeth. Come on up, my girl. Talk about petting the cat and then scratching my nose, but here's Miss Zap coming up and being a beautiful little girl kitty, and she is pretty old. Like I said, it was her birthday here over the past few weeks, and she is just going to hate being held up like that, so unfortunately that is what it is, and we'll just kind of let her figure out if she wants to snuggle up or if she wants to leave me alone here. Sounds like she heard somebody upstairs, so we'll see if that is the case here, my friends. Is Nathan McKinnon gets it going, Mikko Rantanen, of course, getting it going against the Sharks as well. This is all kinds of highlights of the Avalanche beating up on the bad teams in the West, just as the Edmonton Oilers have. They're showing highlights of Timo Solani and Mikko Rantanen from way back in the day. Timo Solani, what a legend. That guy is an absolute beaut. I mean, I wish that guy could have played in the NHL forever, to be honest with you. Timo Solani was one of my all-time favorites. This one to the near side boards, one back by the Oilers. 11:05 to go here in this second period of play. Avs missed the puck in their own zone. That's going to allow Klim Kostin, fresh off taking that penalty, out there to play it. Now picked up by the Oilers. Matthias Janmark in the near side corner. He continues to battle. Bowen Byram able to get the puck free. Jackpot over 966. 1-2-5 for somebody to win on the 50-50 for the Oilers. This one meanders in the middle of the Oilers zone. The Avalanche able to pick it up, and then they miscue a pass to the blue line, so they miss that. It sounds like there might be somebody upstairs with treats for the Cats, so interesting to note up there that little Zap runs away. This one's worked now. 10:20 to go here in this period as the Avalanche fired on net. Stuart Skinner, don't you worry. Save number 12 of the game. And look at that. Look at that. Just immediately touch my face. That is, you know what. As here's Leon Draisaitl backhanding it into the middle of the ice. Picked up there by the Avalanche. Now Draisaitl will once again pick it up. Play it ahead for Yamamoto. Yamamoto, as this one shot on to Georgiev, goes into the near side boards. Picked up there and battled by the Avalanche and the Oilers, as Rodriguez had played it there. I was trying to figure out who number 9 was. I know I saw his name earlier, but it is Rodriguez out there wearing number 9 for the Colorado Avalanche. Picking it ahead now. The Avs get it down deep. Eller into the zone. He's getting it around. 9:32 to go. Battling back to the blue line are the Avs, and that one bounces off the boards. They had 3 guys high and still could not keep the puck in the zone. Newhook will battle it around the boards. 9:20 to go here in this second period of play. Batted down by Matthias Ekholm. Not offside. Yes, it is actually. It's Ben Myers and Matthias Ekholm collided at the blue line, and they do blow it dead. So, Miles, you think we can win? I think we've got a pretty, pretty decent chance to win this hockey game. Obviously, the longer it stays tied, the longer we give for Connor McDavid to come out and do his thing. So, we'll see what the Oilers can do tonight. And you know, Connor McDavid is just waiting to load up the cannon and help us win this hockey game somewhere down the stretch. Again, just a quick check of the watch time, and then we'll do our obligatory subscriber thing, and then we should be good to go here. It's 1788 times 4.15, 123 hours watched. Don't mind me. Let me see if we can get this going here, friends. If you're new to the channel, been enjoying the live stream so far, I would love to have you hit that subscribe button here on Dolynny TV. That would be greatly appreciated if you could. Obviously, if you've been enjoying the live stream so far, I hope you have enough reference to think about doing it. I think you do, as obviously it's been a good game for the Oilers so far. And I gotta close that basement door again, as it's getting too cold down here. And I will tell you, as you can hear me walk in, it is absolutely beautiful not to be tethered to a set of headphones anymore. I know it was just a matter of time before I got that done, but finally I got that situation in Cold Lake figured out, got everything dillied up, got the invoices done, and obviously things came to fruition there for the Cold Lakes tournament, so we were able to go out and buy the mic. So there you go. That's how that one all played out. And right now started the Oilers 21-18-3, and the Avalanche were not far off realistically, and I am just about to burn my hat, to be honest with you. I didn't realize my hat was up there, but started smelling burning fabric, or fabric getting hot, and that would be my hat getting hot on there. And my goodness, that thing is roasting. Is that right? I think it should be roasting like that, should it? Oh, we'll shut that off for a few moments, as that's getting extremely hot over there, as that was of concern. And this one now picked up by the Oilers, fired on net. They almost got the shot through, but unfortunately another one that misses wide of the net. And this one will be played down deep into the Oilers zone. Mikko Rantanen will battle it back for his support winger on the left side. Couldn't get it going. And this one's going to be flipped out length of the ice. Picked up by Connor McDavid on net. Denied by Georgiev. Connor McDavid picked that one out of the air. And my goodness, what a save there by Georgiev. High stick. And the Oilers didn't want to play it, so the Avalanche finally do. Sense it a hole. This one's going to be played ahead now by Darnell Nurse. Nurse will come back the other way. Shot, save, made. Played to the middle of the ice again. Nobody home for the Oilers. Back the other way, the Avalanche come. And this one will be at length of the ice. Stuart Skinner has to come out and play it. I'm telling you, fires. They happen when you least expect them at home. Always be fire aware. That's the biggest thing you got to say. Let's see if McDavid can find the back of the net now that he's kind of woken up. You know, when Connor gets a chance like that, he's always looking for more. And that was a big boy chance there for Connor McDavid, picking it up at the blue line, making the defender miss, and then almost stuffing it past Georgiev. It's almost like he had too much speed to really make that play happen. And you see how it just bobbles off his stick last second. As the Avalanche once again ice the puck with 8 minutes to go here in this second period of play. Now all of a sudden it's really cold in the basement. I'm just trying to see if that's going to chill out here. It is still emanating heat really bad. That is really unusual for this thing. Wonder if I just overheated it, or maybe the power got too much. I don't know. But 8:02 to go in this second period either way, as I can still feel the heat emanating off that thing quite a bit. 11 goals, 29 points in 18 games versus Colorado. As with every other team in the NHL, Connor McDavid usually brings his best stuff. So that's where we're at right now, as this one's going to be flipped back into the Oilers zone. Avalanche able to come up with this puck. Worked there now, and the Oilers will come away with it. Out of their own zone, fully as Kane plays it ahead. He battled it one-handed out of the zone. And now the Avalanche get it back in. Nieto backhands it across. Picked up there by Bowen Byram, cut off by Kyler Yamamoto. He gets taken to a knee, and now Yamamoto will skate to stick it. And Draisaitl takes a slash. No call coming, as he'll get back to the blue line. Shot in front. Save made by Georgiev. Now Kane will play this one around to the blue line again. Now to the near side, Darnell Nurse will leave it there for Leon Draisaitl. Draisaitl back over to the Edmonton Oilers blue liner, Brett Kulak. Now near side, Kyler Yamamoto back to Kulak. He will skate around, and my mic has an on it a level. That plays with my eyes, I will tell you, but I don't think my eyes are bugging out near as bad when I had the headset on. I don't know for what reason. Maybe not so much stress on the head. Here's the shot from the Oilers. Save made by Georgiev. Drifts out into the neutral zone. And that will go back the other way as Ryan McLeod plays it ahead. Forward shot wide of the net again. Broberg on the pickup. Nice handle at the blue line. Dumps it in deep. McLeod on the forecheck. Now on the dump in, trying to keep this puck alive. Couldn't get it going, and this one will be worked back into the middle of the ice. The Oilers battle him off the puck. And now Stuart Skinner plays to the near side for Warren Foegele. Back the other way. The Oilers will backhand this. Going in behind Stuart Skinner, who has been really, I don't know how much you pay attention to Stuart Skinner playing in net when he doesn't have the puck and the Oilers have it behind the net. But he has been fantastic at standing tall in the crease and being a distraction for the forecheckers of the opposing team. Avalanche just got a good chance. They're still controlling it in the Oilers zone. Again, kind of similar to that first shift earlier in the first period there where they ran him around, but the Oilers good on the puck retrieval, and they'll just soft chip it along the boards, trying to allow Derek Ryan to come up with it. Avalanche continue to work it, and this one will be backhanded into the neutral zone, and now the Avalanche try to get it going back the other way. McKinnon to the middle of the ice, cut off there, worked in front, blocked again by Evan Bouchard, and Matthias Ekholm goes off the boards to Zach Hyman. Can't get it going here, as now this will be played by Hyman off the end boards as he continues to get checked there. He finally gets thrown to a knee by Girard, and the crowd explodes for that one at Ball Arena as Hyman still takes it. He takes a high stick up high, and the Avalanche will take a minor for high sticking. And they're referencing, and it looks like Hyman wondering if he's cut. Doesn't think he's cut. He's cut. He's got blood. So Zach Hyman is cut on the play. And we get a 4-minute power play against their best defender, Devon Taves. Right, with Cale Makar out of the lineup, Devon Taves, as proven in that playoff series last year, is the Avalanche's best defender. So it looks like Zach Hyman will have to go off for repairs. And that was rough for Zach Hyman. As that is where we find ourselves, friends. We go into a commercial break. I am just curious because I saw things really pop up in that watch time there a moment ago. 135 hours now. We'd like to see that. And if you'd be so kind again, friends, if you're just joining me for the first time here on the stream or joining for the second time and haven't hit that subscribe button yet, would love to have you hit that subscribe button here on Dolynny TV. That would be much appreciated. As I think, again, we've been having a pretty solid stream. No goofy headset anymore. I still have that little thing kicking around. Obviously, I do also play my video games down here on the TV. Little MLB The Show. You know me over on Clemhawks. But what do I say? I throw these on for good time's sake. No, let's not do that, eh? Let's not do that at all. As the Oilers and Avalanche right now are tied 1-1 apiece through pretty much the majority of two periods. The Oilers and Avalanche have about the next little bit to try and sort out this 4-minute power play. But hopefully, Mr. Zach Hyman is okay, and the Oilers need to score 2 goals, preferably, Patrick. But you know me, I'm a hoper and a dreamer. That much is always true of me. But yes, need to score. That is all it comes down to. The wave now going through the chat right now. Smurfy, Zach ain't bleeding for no reason. That's exactly it. So hopefully the Oilers can get this done, as I'm just checking in on our man Clem Hawks over there. Seeing what he's got going. Looks like he's getting some views now all of a sudden. Good to see. I just want to quickly check how my videos over there are doing. 8.3, 6.6, and 4.4. Don't mind me rocking, killing it. Doing all right. I think those are going to be some very good videos over the course of the next year. That one worked there by the Oilers and now worked by the Avalanche. Shot fired save made by Skinner a couple times over. And then that chance there for Connor McDavid, as both goaltenders have been putting on a clinic here in this second period. Now, hopefully, Connor McDavid about to solve Devon Taves' penalty for a goal and get us going here. It's a double minor, so the Oilers trying to score 2. One-timer opportunity for Connor McDavid. Stopped in front. Georgiev will fall on it, and that will be the end of that play. As Connor McDavid would have really liked that one to go in the back of the net. And it seems like the heater is kind of cooled off, so we'll once again fire it down a little bit as that kind of cuts the heat out. As that one go there, and we'll see how hot that thing gets again. Hopefully no hats on fire this time. And the Avalanche battling in front, trying to keep guys away from their net. And 0 for 1, one shot for the Oilers so far. As this one will go for the Oilers to the left of Georgiev 20 for 58 is the Oilers' power play since March 1st. Crazy to think. And this is going to be flipped back into the Oilers' territory, where Stuart Skinner will pick this puck up, and now played ahead by Evan Bouchard. Played by Leon Draisaitl, now back the other way as this one continues to dance across the line. That is denied there as Evan Bouchard cleared out. And nope, kept in last second by Leon Draisaitl, who gets it back to the point. Evan Bouchard gets it across over to Connor McDavid. Now Bouchard getting it going as this one comes in for Connor McDavid. Weaving in the middle, a shot. Oh my goodness, the Avalanche guy literally fell on top of it, and he is trying to jam this puck free as Connor McDavid, and the Avalanche able to come away with it. 3 minutes, 8 seconds to go in the power play for the Oilers, and the Avalanche dragged to the middle. The shot coming from Eller, save made by Skinner. And again, my nose continues to be itchy. I almost wonder if I've got a mustache hair turned around the wrong way. As Leon Draisaitl and crew get across the blue line here. Nugent Hopkins over to Bouchard. Now across to Draisaitl. Bouchard able to keep it offside there for the Oilers at the line. Homelander welcome in. And Nuge has been on the ice for 80 of the Oilers' 87 power play goals this season. That, friends, is nuts to say. As that one, Johnson drilled Nugent Hopkins up high in the helmet with the puck. The Oilers really not getting a lot of breaks on these power plays as of yet. Connor McDavid cutting in the middle, and it's just the Avs player falling, catching a pick, and going the other way. So that one is weird. 3:56 to go here in this second period. Banged off the boards by the Avalanche. Now back the other way, and the Oilers will come up with this one in their own zone. Matthias Ekholm, second unit out there. You've got McLeod, Kane, Fogle, and the defense is Ekholm and Nurse. This second unit spells off the first unit here midway through the shot, and this one will come back for Kane, back to Nurse. Sorry, this is tough. I don't usually get a call this second power play unit, and the shot save made by Georgiev from Darnell Nurse to the blue line with 2:09 to go, and it looks like they are going to head off for the second unit with 3:22 to go here in the second period of play. So that's where we're at. As Evander Kane played that one back to the blue line, crossed, and the one-timer faked by Ekholm, and then Darnell Nurse just ripped that one through with McLeod screening in front, but couldn't get it going. It's kind of similar to how the Blackhawks did us in 2020 with all the tips in front. Leon Draisaitl will now take the face-off. Battled there, fought out by the Avalanche down the length of the ice to Stuart Skinner. Skinner will play it, and now Evan Bouchard with 2 minutes to go here on the power play. The first minor has expired. Picked up there now by the Oilers. This one picked up now by Bouchard at the blue line. They're just kind of losing sight of the puck here every few seconds along the near side boards. My apologies. As McDavid will get this to the Bouch bomb. Denied in front, and that stung a man. He is hurting. Whoever that is, Logan O'Connor, I think, is absolutely broken out there for the Colorado Avalanche. He is stung, holding his right arm in some kind of pain. He can't make the play. The Oilers whipping around him. The shot from Bouchard gets through, but misses wide of the net and now to the near side. Connor McDavid. McDavid back to the blue line. Bouchard over to McDavid. McDavid skates in, toe drag, shot, can't score it. And now this one back with 1:15 to go. The Oilers pressing for a goal here. Logan O'Connor is hurting real bad, can't grip the stick with two hands. Seems like he's getting better with time though. Out there is Draisaitl. Whiffs on the near side shot, and now back to the blue line. Bouchard now over to Nugent Hopkins. He'll drift it down low, trying to play it in front for Hyman, who is back out there on the power play. And that was a challenge for the Edmonton Oilers. That power play shifted. Now the second unit back out there, rimmed in by Darnell Nurse to, Ryan McLeod's out there to play it. Now this one continues to battle, as this will be Evander Kane over to Ryan McLeod. Oilers can't come up with it. Now played back the other way, picked up now by the Avalanche, as they will fire a shot towards the net, paddled away by Stuart Skinner, picked up now by Evander Kane, who will lead ahead past Bowen Byram. He's got Darnell Nurse joining him. Stick goes flying out for Byram. I don't know what's going on there. They're battling, and this one's going to be shot down the length of the ice to Stuart Skinner, who will play this one off with 10 seconds to go in the power play. $1:22 to go in the first period. And the Avalanche fans getting out of their seats cheering for that penalty kill, as that was a pretty big kill for the Avalanche, obviously. This one shot towards the net, can't get it on. The Oilers set back to 5-on-5. This one's going to drift length of the ice into the Oilers zone. No icing call. They rule that Vinny Desharnais could have hustled a little harder for it. As this one's coming the other way, poked out by the Oilers, tapped in by the Oilers now. And now here comes Matthias Janmark off the paddle this time of Georgiev. And the sticks have been going flying here in this second period. This one's shot down into out of play, into the Oilers bench potentially. McKinnon on the ice now for the Avalanche as they will try and load up after being on the penalty kill here just moments ago. And look at this shot here that stung Logan O'Connor. He is hurting right off the wrist and then had to stay out there for about another minute. And this one here is Bukestad on the follow through, knocks the stick out of a guy's hands and smacks him up high in the face. The Oilers have had 16 shots this period to the Avalanche's 7. It's been an interesting period, but obviously the Oilers and Avalanche, neither of them able to solve a goaltender so far in this second period of play. 45.9 seconds to go, one back by the Avalanche. This one we'll see what happens here right now, as this one will go back for the Oilers across, or the Avalanche across the line. Vander Kane pokes this one into the middle of the ice, fought back there, and now carried across. Now for the Oilers, they will try and get this one on. Shot saved by McLeod. Now McLeod will get it back to the blue line as Evander Kane can't get it going. He is trying to backhand this one down the length behind the net. Yamamoto now on the puck. He's out there with Ryan McLeod. Remind you, it's not Draisaitl on the ice, and that one doesn't get anywhere and goes back the other way for the Avalanche. One last chance directed right on Skinner with a grade A save. You love to see it. That was a massive save. And now Kane's mixing it up with Rodriguez as in comes Rantanen, and the Oilers and Avalanche pile up in the near side corner as Kane and Nurse and everybody involved trying to get it going. But what a save for Stuart Skinner to end that period. That was about as big of a one as you could possibly need to end a period, and Stewie Skinner comes up with it right there. That one was a huge one. So good to see for Stuart Skinner and friends. I'm Tyson, this is Dolynny TV. I'm going to leave you here in a matter of moments and go upstairs and refill the water cup. So thanks for being aboard. I'll leave you on the subscribe GIF. If you'd be so kind to hit that subscribe button, that would be greatly appreciated. I will be right back. Mic muted in 3, 2, 1. Bye-bye. All right, let's get back to this, my friends. We are off of the quick little break right there. I don't need to chug the water here during this intermission. I can guarantee you that much, as we should be good to go here for the rest of this intermission between the Oilers and the Avalanche. As I can see the bags forming under my eyes, it's going to be a good sleep tonight. I can tell you that much. I've got some clean sheets in the laundry, so we should be good to go. Let's see what we got going on here. If I can quickly math out the watch time one more time for you. 4.55 divided by 60. We are over 167 hours watched. We don't mind that. Let me see as well if I can check out the subscribers number. 11,491. Friends, we are 9 away from hitting that big time number we need to hit tonight 11,500, and we'll see if we can't do it here in this intermission, my friends, as we get going here, as I see everybody going here. And let's see what else we got going. As looks like we're talking about Wendell Clark. I actually, speaking of Clark, I knew a great aunt or an aunt of Bobby Clark at one point. I actually got to interview her in an old folks home up in a town I lived in at the time, so that was fantastic. All right, anyway, that story aside, friends, we are rocking and rolling. Eat, sleep, welcome in. Glad to have you aboard. I don't think we've missed too many people tonight, and try not to. Damien, welcome in as well. It seems like I have missed a couple people along the way here this afternoon or this evening. Let's see. What else do we have? Scott, cooked myself a steak. Oh, I already ate a steak tonight. Don't you worry. That was crushed off pregame. That's why we're doing so well tonight. Actually got to enjoy a really good grocery store steak. Doesn't happen very often anymore, but it was by far and none one of the best grocery store steaks I had had in a while. Let me tell you, I don't mind when I get a good meal in me. So we are just about ready to rock and roll. And this is the sign of how I know I've been live streaming a whole bunch over the past little bit here. The Ducks, Kings, and Sharks streams all have 5+ views in the last hour. And don't forget as well the Avalanche stream from a couple of weeks back. I don't even know when that one was from, to be honest with you. February 19th, 2023, I guess is when it's from, is one that has views as well. And as we are sitting here waiting on an Oilers trade, for some reason has 4 views on a YouTube short. Darnell Nurse Goal has 2 views. The weird stuff that gets multiple views at weird random times of the day is probably my favorite part to watch on YouTube in terms of the analytics, to tell you the honest truth. Chad, embarrassing 4-minute power play or shoot the puck. Well, I will tell you, it could have been a lot more embarrassing if the Oilers would have turned over that puck and given up a goal. So we're kind of in a better situation than that, I guess. And the Nashville Predators now fully and utterly eliminated from the playoffs. The Kraken, out of town scoreboard. How about that? I know we have no scoring in our game. It was Myers and, of course, the man himself, Matthias Ekholm scoring the goal there for the Edmonton Oilers earlier in this game. But just to give you an NHL scoreboard update, obviously the Jets winning is what you need to know. The Vegas Golden Knights are up 2-1 over top of the Seattle Kraken midway through the second period. That's really all that matters, other than the Vancouver Canucks facing the Ducks and being up 2-0 midway through that second period as well. So the Ducks in Golden Knights game pretty much on pace tonight. So that's where we're at, friends. Really a tight game night for the Oilers. They have 2 games that they have to worry about and one that they can't control. It's kind of tough, but hopefully it works out for them tonight for the Edmonton Oilers, obviously claiming the division, meaning we would play the Winnipeg Jets, which is kind of scary for some Oilers fans, myself included. But at the same rate, if you fear anybody, that's the wrong mentality. Go out there knowing that you can win. It was me back in 2021, just after I'd kind of went off the banana boat there and lost my marbles. Well, the Oilers got swept by the Jets, and I walked into work day 1 of the series. And I said to the boys on the other side, I said, guys, the Oilers are getting swept. They said, Tyson, you can't be this negative. I said, no, it's going to happen. And they're like, well, you can't just hedge your bets that if the Oilers win, you'll be happy, and if the Oilers lose in a sweep, at least you called it. And I said, the Oilers aren't winning. They're getting swept. And they ended up getting swept by the Winnipeg Jets back in 2021 in what was probably the worst playoffs in a while. Even against Chicago, we had won a game in the play-ins. So that is where it is. But hopefully the Oilers can find themselves tonight, Flipper do, and we can go out there and win ourselves this hockey game. So we'll see what the Oilers can do down the stretch, but we're waiting to see that. And it looks like this heater is still overheating to some degree. I'm really not sure what's happening. Seems to be cranking the BTUs much better tonight. Maybe it's getting a better power draw, and that's why it's feeling so hot. I don't know. It's been a better night, I guess you could say. We are going the distance tonight, so able to make it past this second intermission where I kind of flubbed out over the course of the weekend there, falling asleep on you. That was rather rough. I do apologize for falling asleep. Yeah, that's what it is. And let's see what else we can find here for stuff to talk about, as if there's anything on Twitter that we need to know. As I know we got the lines, and let's see here is, yeah, no, Underman Leafs get the win. You need neck home jersey for the playoffs. We've got crested jerseys in stock. Does Pro-Am Sports, so call up Pro-Am Sports if you want a crested neck home jersey. I might have to give them a call and give them a credit card over the phone and get it going. I don't know, maybe. Let's see what else we got going here. Is there anything else? Final overall record for the Perth Blue Wings. Looks like they might have won the cup over there in the Ontario League. List of players who have finished as the outright leader in goals, assists, and points. Gretzky times 5, Howe times 1, Phil Esposito times 1, Howie Morenz times 1, and in a couple days' time, Connor McDavid. So 1 of 5 players all time. That is absolutely unreal. And whoever wins will still have chance to clinch or chance to finish first in the West. So that's where we're sitting right now. If you can go out there and win, you can go out there and potentially win the Western Conference as well. What is going on here? Looks like we got notifications coming in on Twitter, so we'll look to check that right now because I'm on the Twitter app. And all that excitement just for a couple of likes on my photo earlier today. Oh well. The GIF I used over the Michael Bunting dive from today. If you haven't caught that, that's hilarious. Definitely go check out @Dolynny TV on Twitter. You will get a kick out of it. I promise you that much. Yeah, that's where we're at right now. And that is where we are at. I don't think there's much else we need to know. What is there? Yes. Chad, yes, the Oilers did a fantastic job getting Jason Demers game number 700. Like I said in that video wrapping up him being loaned down to Bakersfield yet again. I don't know if that's it for Jason Demers. I don't know if a team will take a flyer on him again next year or if he's going to call it a career, but he ends up hitting a milestone that means a lot to him, so that was fantastic to see. That much is for sure. As Mr. Ryan McLeod throws on a hat following the interview, and here's Gene Principe alongside Bob Stauffer, who's been on the radio call tonight, and Stauf's up there doing his thing for the Oilers on the radio network. So things are seeing what he can do for us here on the television network now. I know there's yeah, that's where we're at as the Oilers trying to get this going, as this one will be. Looking at maybe how rough this one's been. Or is these highlights from a different game? Or no, that's the Matthias Ekholm highlights. Okay, yeah, that's the Matthias Ekholm highlights, so we know what's going on there. They showed the reverse angle, and I honestly didn't know what had happened. To be honest with you, I was looking at the reverse angle, and I couldn't tell you. Jeffrey, so Michael Bunting and you used to talk all the time at season ticket holder events in Tucson when you played there. Yeah, Bunting just kind of exploded onto the scene after getting to Toronto. Obviously didn't really get much of a crack in the NHL. And here's the thing for the Oilers. This is actually crazy. Even strength scoring without McDavid or Draisaitl. 2019 minus 29, 2020 and 21 minus 23, 21, 22 minus 22, and then 22, 23 plus 13 without McDavid and Draisaitl on the ice. So that would be your biggest reason for improvement in this Edmonton Oilers team, I guess you could say. I'm really bugged out looking at this replay package here on my own screen from moments ago. I wonder if you guys are falling behind the stream just as much as I am. Nathan, welcome in as we are rocking along. Daniel, welcome in as well, coming to us from Trail, BC. This is normally a good time, but I don't think we have enough friends along for the ride to play the tuning in from game. But if you haven't thrown a message in the chat and you want to tell me where you're tuning in from tonight, that'd be greatly appreciated. I mean, that's always a fun little game. We try and play at least once in stream, and we'll definitely have to get it going during the playoffs as much as possible. Schedule it for the second intermission, maybe, is what we'll do, because it was a great time a couple years back doing that. So we'll see if we can roll call that again this year. So I know we've had some people tuning in from Australia tonight and obviously across the country, so we'll see if anyone throws that in there. But we are just waiting for Bob Stauffer to get off our television sets. Not that I want him off our television sets. I could definitely sit here and listen to Bob Stauffer talk all day, but it's just kind of one of those things. I want to get back to this hockey game. It's almost 9:30. I'd like to go to bed and get ready for a big night of sleeping, so as maybe I can go to work rested up and in good shape. Solo, you're an outside. You come in peace. I appreciate you being here, even if you're hostile. There's ways to take care of it if you're hostile, so we're not too worried. Yeah, let's see what else we got going on. Jeffrey's tuning in from Arizona. Wicked is tuning in from the south side of Edmonton. And Nathan, you live in Alberta but cheer for Colorado. I assume you are that weird age group that's just ahead of me. I want to say somewhere between 34 to 29. Potentially would have seen the Avalanche win a Stanley Cup before their last one. You know what I'm talking. That is what I would be saying right there. Scott's tuning in from Franklin, Tennessee. I know you got that going early, and that's where we're at right now. Patrick's tuning in from Edmonton. Terry from Regina. Peter's tuning in from Alexandria, Virginia. Of course, home of the Walking Dead famous set, or I don't know if it's actually set in Alexandria, Virginia, but that's where one of the villages that they set up is located in. Mountaintop Cave Satellite up in the Yukon. Stony, appreciate you toughing it out for us tonight. And no, you gotta, I don't even want to say it on the stream because I'm going to get yelled at, but you gotta look up what Regina was going to use for a tourism slogan. It is priceless. Bleda, welcome in from Melbourne, Australia. Probably going to go to your first NHL game in Australia here between the Coyotes and Kings. That got announced here over the course of today. And what else do we got here? Yeah, no, Scotty, that's what I was thinking, right? I know there's a lot of hockey fans in that era. Let me tell you, those Avalanche teams made a ton of hockey fans happen. And JK's tuning in from over there. Fort Mac here, actually. Cabin Folk Anzac? Cabin Folk Anzac? Am I missing something there, Trip? I think I'm missing something, but I think I know where you're going. What else do we got? Chicago going to win the Peter Island, maybe the Bedard Cup. Terry's feeling old. No, that's the best part about this. I can tell you kind of what I know, everything around this. Vortex, sorry, as I'm just seeing the comments are coming in way too fast for me to manage. It's 9:30 at night. I'm cooked, but we're trying to keep up here. Let's see here. Vortex just hopped on and caught the second half of the second. Hope your week is going well. Well, my week is going well, and I hope yours as well. And now we got to grind out and finish off this hockey game. Let's see what this one goes here. SL, welcome in, and I'm just seeing a bunch of names kind of trickle in here for the first time as well, and that's where we're at right now. Nothing. That's Terry. There's too many things going on here. Brody, welcome in from Vancouver Island, and I'm just seeing everybody going here. As I think you're all about to start chatting amongst yourselves again. We're just on commercial break before we start this third period of play, so we are just about ready to get things rolling. I'm going to go once again mute my mic really quick. I'm going to leave you on the scoreboard this time, and I'll be right back here in a matter of moments. Oh, wait. You know, it was really tempting to go upstairs and grab a quick bite to eat. My grandfather always used to say, never go to bed on an empty stomach, and that's kind of what we're going to be going on tonight. Obviously, it'll be about 10:30 by the time we get to bed, but that's where we're at this evening. So, Oilers Avalanche tied at 1 going into the third period of play. Jack Michaels now back on the play-by-play, so we'll see what he gets going here. And yes, we are just about done with everything and all things NHL for this regular season in 22-23. Obviously, we'll see if these teams can come away with a big-time victory here to secure their postseason spots. One last check of the watch time, my friends, before we get things off and running for this third period of play. 4.75 times that divided by that will give us 197. So I guarantee you we are going to crush off 200 hours on the live stream tonight. So here we go. McDavid, face-off down, wins it to the side of the boards again. The Avalanche able to clear it into the Oilers zone. The Oilers out-shooting the Avs 25-16. And that seems like an overtime game to me as Hyman can't get it across the blue line. Now he's got another player offside in the form of Connor McDavid. Hyman will bust it across the blue line and now carry in. Backhand on Georgiev. Save made now. Mr. Zach Hyman will play this one in the near side boards. Played ahead by Rodriguez and now back the other way. The Avalanche across the Oilers line. Shot fired, save Skinner. Rebound directed right back into Skinner's glove. And Ekholm pushes the man out of the crease. And that is pushed out and stopped 33 seconds into this third period. So that's where we are at right now. Just waiting for this Oilers game to get back on where Scout, I don't think I've said good evening to you yet, so appreciate you being along for the ride again. As this one's going to be Comfer against Draisaitl in the face-off dot. 19:27 to go here in this third period of play as Yamamoto gets it out of the zone. No, really. Now the Oilers get it out of the zone. Never mind. Now the Oilers get it out of the zone. As this one will be fired back by Desharnais. He's trying to get this one going out of the zone again. Draisaitl is going to forehand wrap this into the offensive end, and the Oilers chop this one around a few times. Nice play by Yamamoto. Forehand wrap that time by Evander Kane. Almost lit us up for goal number 2 of the hockey game. That would have been something, as here's Draisaitl off the end boards. Back to Kane. Plays it to the middle. Denied in front by the Avalanche, and the Oilers will drift this one around. It'll bounce a couple of times and carried ahead by Nichushkin. He'll carry across. He's denied there again. Fired in by the Avalanche now and cleared ahead. And here comes Leon Draisaitl in on the attack. He'll backhand across to Darnell Nurse. Hops off his stick, but it'll be an offside call either way. And we will have a stoppage of play. Just 18:35 left here in this third period of play. And that one, forehand wrap and a beauty there by Evander Kane. That's a power move to cut that quick. Watch how he just turns those skates and slams the puck into Georgiev's pads, looking to put it home. So we'll see what happens here for the Oilers, as this one will be played into their zone briefly. The Avalanche come up with it in the neutral. They'll get it in and they'll attack as McLeod gets it on deep, as he will go back in behind, and now played there by the Oilers. 18:17 to go, played out in the middle of the ice. The Avalanche keep it alive in the Oilers zone though, and shot save made by Stuart Skinner, and he gets it going. So it is where it is. And Billy, yes, Jack has always been one of the best. I've never, not to say I don't appreciate you guys watching my stream, but anyone that has the chance to listen to Jack, I know some people just can't stand certain people on the call, but anyone that has the chance to listen to Jack and doesn't listen to Jack just kind of confuses me. Maybe that's me not trying to take the credit I sometimes think I earn, but problem is, Jack, I mean, if I could be Jack, I would be Jack. Dude is phenomenal. Everything and anything I could ever wish from the Oilers play-by-play commentator. Obviously, Rod Phillips was as unbelievable as it ever gets, but Jack Michaels filling those shoes just perfect. Cam Moon himself as well, a nice little filler in as well, as he's definitely come into his own here over the past year and a half with the Oilers, that's for sure. 18:01 to go here in this third period. As I'm just going to send a text here. And get that over to that man. There we go. Good to go. Okay, perfect. As we are rocking and rolling a puck into the Avalanche. But just to finish that thought on Jack Michaels, I have to say, Jack is... Guys, there's a reason why Oilers hockey is some of the most entertaining to watch, and it's not just because of Connor McDavid, I'll tell you that much. And Vortex, the best thing about Jack Edwards is I know exactly what he's doing. The Boston fans eat up everything he says, so why wouldn't he keep talking? That's kind of his thing here. This one's going to be back for Desharnais. He fires the shot. It drifts off the pads or in front of somebody else. As the Oilers will wheel around the zone again here. Matthias Janmark dragged to the blue line. Shot fired down and in behind the net now. 14-9-9 record. 28-1-8-6 for the Avalanche here in one game goals. So this one's going to go in behind the boards. And Billy, thank you so much. Again, you guys have been absolutely fantastic tonight. Billy, Terry, Recoil, thank you so much. As this one will go back in behind the Avalanche blue line as Bjugstad drags ahead. He's bumped off the puck there by Byram. By no means, I don't think Bjugstad was really committed to making a play there, and now freed up as he was going off for a line change was what was happening. So he's just trying to get it in. Indeed, Bouchard! The shot and denial there by Georgiev as Mr. Ryan Nugent-Hopkins getting to the attack. He'll get back. The shot coming, not coming there for the Oilers. Ekholm wraps it back down low to McDavid. And this one spins around again a few times in the zone as he comes in. The shot fires, save Georgiev. And Billy, once again, thank you so much. Appreciate that. And guys, you've been fantastic all night tonight. And I really, really appreciate it because that's the big thing is I'm looking at kind of how things are stacking up here going into playoffs, right? I've got this new mic. I've got the camera for other stuff. Obviously, I'd like to do some other work in here, eventually get things going. And there's... definitely some bigger plans once we get to the off season and I kind of shape up and see what the housing market is doing, whether I'm buying this year or if we're waiting and buying some other upgrades for the YouTube set. Who knows? 16:33 to go here in this third period of play. Puck is iced down into the Oilers zone. Matthias Ekholm plays around, and with 16:29 to go here in the third period of play, we will have another face-off for the Oilers in the offensive zone. And yeah, you know what? I think now, like the new mic's a little bit echoey when I don't have anything on in here, but having a little ambient audio from the TV and then as well a little bit of ambient audio from just the fireplace being so loud, I think it definitely clamps down on the echo a little bit as I'm not even hearing it as bad in here tonight as I normally do. So that's fantastic as this one comes shot fired over top of Georgiev. The Oilers coming close here a couple times in this period. That Connor McDavid chance as well earlier that I missed was fantastic. And final two games this season for Colorado are against Nashville and Winnipeg. So Colorado doesn't have it easy as Nashville misses by that much. Winnipeg sneaks in by that much. And that's how we go down the stretch here in this third period of play with both teams looking for something, anything to get a 2-1 score. And this one's going to go around behind the boards now, picked up by the Avalanche. 15:42 to go here in this third period as this just a grinded out fest. The Oilers have 32 shots, but as you know in the playoffs, it doesn't really matter how many shots you get. It kind of determines more or less who's dictating the play, but it's about capitalizing on your chances when they're available. And the Avalanche so far have done that, and so have the Oilers. Although the Oilers have technically scored 2 goals this game, putting it into their own net there on Bjugstad, and it looks like, what do we got, a stoppage in play here. And yeah, definitely friends, if you haven't left a like on the stream yet, as according to Terry as well, definitely make sure to do that, and hopefully we get that going. And yeah, Vortex, I will work on the echo for the playoffs. I just need a few days to put up a couple of blankets on the wall, and that should dampen the sound in here as McLeod goes off for high sticking. Aaron, welcome in. And Travis, welcome in as well. So we're rocking and rolling here. We should be good. Bjugstad ready to go. Or I just put up more hockey jerseys or jerseys in general on the walls. I guess every little bit of square footage in the wall that is covered by something that's kind of soft material should do the job. Literally, I'm just in painted drywall down here, so it's kind of the deal. Is I just set up shop in the unused room in the house, so that's where we're at. But here's Nathan MacKinnon. He's going to battle this one as the Oilers and Avalanche continue to get it tipped in front. Stuart Skinner sees it go up over top of the net. 15 minutes to go here in this third period of play. And this one's going to go around as Devon Toews picks it up in his own zone. Now loading up is Nathan MacKinnon. He'll get to the attack but can't get it carried forward. Now here comes Rantanen on the power play. As this one is Devon Toews with a $1:23 to go down on the far side. Compher coming back, and he will go down low to the face-off dot. Now to the goal line, plays it down low to Rantanen. The Avs pressing for this 2-1 lead, but nothing so far in the shots department here right now as this one comes down low. Shot saves Skinner on the short side stuff, and this one hops over the stick of Toews, and that one is a huge gift for the Oilers because that could have been dangerous had the Avalanche really started whipping that puck around with 50 seconds to go in the power play. Nathan MacKinnon carries forward the Oilers. Connor McDavid able to get it out. He'll get it to the middle of the ice. Here comes Evander Kane dragging in the middle. He can't get it going. He'll continue to battle and continue to battle, as he takes Compher hard into the boards and takes two Colorado players into the half wall there in the zone, and the Avs had to come away with it, but they had to do something. As this is going to be Evan Rodriguez in behind his own net. He dipsy-doodles around by Georgiev. We've seen an Oilers player try and do that somewhere in the 80s, and that didn't work so well. Trying to shoot it, clear it up the middle, and bank it off the back of a skate. Yeah, we all know how that went. We don't want to talk about it, but it happened. 5 seconds to go here in this all kinds of discombobulated. Sorry, friends. Like I said, it's past 9:30. I'm falling asleep. As this one's coming back the other way. Newhook is going to come back into this one. As this one comes back into the neutral zone, the Avs going to get it down. There we go. A little bit of chop of that puck, and now we got some fluid skating with it, and we're back to even ice here as Bowen Byram and Zach Hyman battle in behind the net. Mr. Leon Draisaitl battling that puck, can't come up with it. Now back the other way come the Avalanche. They're across the blue line. They're going to backhand this one towards the net. The Oilers have cut off some great passes to the middle by the Avalanche all night long. Here's Nurse drifting a shot towards the net, goes into the far side corner, or near side corner, where Hyman comes into it, and Nugent Hopkins now on the boards, plays it back to the blue line. Philip Broberg, nice pickup as a left-hand shot on the right-hand boards, and Georgiev once again fires it around. Nugent Hopkins knocked it down. He's battling free. Broberg slaps it down. Nugent Hopkins had taken a spill. The puck, I believe, goes out of play, or that was McDavid taking a spill, and that's where we're at. And Peter, it's 11:44 here on the East Coast. Yeah, you guys, here's the thing. You guys do way better staying up for hockey games than I do. You know, if a game starts at 8:30, I'm sleeping. Obviously trying to save my time for the playoffs when maybe it's more acceptable to the boys at work that I'm a little hungover in essence. I don't even drink, but definitely get hungover when it's time to stay up late and on a weeknight. So that's where we're at, friends. But just one more quick check of the watch time. We're on commercial break here, so just want to make sure I pass that along. But let's get this going. 27 times 4.85. We are well over that 200-hour mark. We're at 222 hours tonight. So we are pacing to be quite close to that 270 from a couple of streams ago, and we'll see if, again, that holds true tonight. And let's see, Nathan, your shocked Regina Pats got kicked out of round one. Well, yeah, that's something I didn't exactly expect, but I guess that's, again, Regina did not have a good start to the season. Maybe Terry could fill us in a little bit more about that team really not coming together this year in Bedard's final season in the WHL. Obviously a disappointment for fans of the Regina Pats and big fans of Mr. Connor Bedard, the all-in-all first overall pick in this year's draft. Billy, you're up by 7 a.m. after going to bed 1 a.m. I could not do it, I tell you. That is tough. All right. Let's see. Mr. Warren Fogle getting it going. There's Jose Bautista throwing the bat flip. I don't know what this has to do with the Oilers game, but obviously, they're doing the bat flip here for the Carolina Hurricanes. So that's Warren Fogle skating this wearing number 13. I was like, that's Puljujärvi. Here's Mr. Warren Fogle, big time hockey fan and baseball fan by the looks of it. This one's going to go down low for Kailer Yamamoto, chopped into the near side corner on his blade still. Down low behind the net, played in front. Kane couldn't feed it over to Draisaitl, and it's banged off the glass and out of the zone. 12 minutes to go here in this third period. Evan Bouchard will dance around Mattias Ekholm, play it up the boards and get it into the middle of the ice. There's a line change for the Oilers. Kane over to Yamamoto. McDavid's back on the ice as the Oilers try to change the momentum in this game from a 1-1 game. I swear if we get overtime, then I will tell you the chat will go bananas. It's going to be happening. And the boys back at work would appreciate my usage of the word banana quite a bit tonight. So this one's worked back by the Oilers to Mattias Ekholm. Now Evan Bouchard is going to get this going back the other way. And here comes Derek Ryan. He's going for a skate down the right wing into the Avs zone. He had to turn back. Good defense there from the Avs to not allow him to skate behind the net, I guess. And then Ryan McLeod not a strong enough play along the boards. Derek Ryan gives him another crack. He gets it over to Fogle. Fogle's going to go in behind the net. We could use a full goal here in this third period to make it a 2-1 game, that's for sure. Played now to the boards, and Derek Ryan will pick this one up. He will go along, bat it around, try and get it going. Avs and Oilers battling in a tight one. Obviously, the Oilers heavily outshooting the Avs so far through 2.5 periods of hockey, but it's tied 1-1. Like I said, playoff hockey is not about the amount of shots, it's about the amount of opportunities you capitalize on. So for the Oilers, it's something they got to work on here and hopefully do it here in this game just to send that message that a couple people were asking for against the Avalanche. A bad play to the point by the Oilers in their own zone turns over the puck to the Avalanche. Here's an opportunity. Shot fired. Stuart Skinner the save. Now the Avalanche will get this one back to the high point. Shot by Byram goes wide of the net. So the Avalanche drifting a couple things wide here. And here's Zach Hyman across to Leon Draisaitl. Draisaitl looking middle. Here comes Connor McDavid dragging across. He'll leave it for Hyman. Hyman shoots this puck up and off of Byram, who appears to be hurt on the play as he is limping to get up and couldn't seem to find it there. Jeffrey, that's a hilarious little story. I like it. I don't think we've missed anything. Terry, a little update there on Regina that I was talking about earlier. Saskatoon plays like a team, and I'm actually shocked they did not take it in 5. And okay, that makes sense. That makes a lot of sense. It's the shots so far. The Oilers was 17-17, apparently. In 17-7, I guess, this period. I don't know what they're talking about. So this one's going to be worked off the skates. Nifty play there by Devon Taves, and he's still got the puck after ran and passed it back to him. Again, that flip play to the middle just can't get going for the for the Avalanche. Sorry, they've had a couple of pick plays and a couple plays to the middle that they just have not connected on tonight, and it's kind of cost them this chances on net. So here's McKinnon with all kinds of room and space. Fires a shot, save made, Stuart Skinner. And that's been one thing too. We've only seen McKinnon get loose 2 or 3 times tonight, which, you know, the heart starts beating pretty heavy when McKinnon starts getting loose for the Colorado Avalanche. That one just wheels and deals all kinds of room to shoot, and he can't get it going. So, Peter, it's 1-1 right now. Or is it still 1-1 between the Golden Knights and the Seattle Kraken? Actually, it's 3-1, end of 2 for the Knights over top of the Kraken. So, obviously, the Oilers pretty much put the chances for the Avalanche to clinch first place in the West if the Oilers win tonight. But again, if the Golden Knights win tonight, then the Oilers have to win on Thursday and the Knights have to lose against the Kraken. So there's still a ton of things that have to happen here for the Oilers to claim things in the Pacific. And obviously a win tonight is a long, long ways. I did say the Oilers will not win the Pacific. Given what they've done here over the past 12 games, I'm hoping I didn't curse them because this has been absolutely fantastic, I must say. But we wish. Jack, you're down to the Pink Floyd lyrics. Well, let me tell you, we're going to get interesting here in this down last little bit. I will promise you that. Let's see here, 28.94 times 4.8. And we are up over 235, just like that. Perfect. 235 hours on the stream. Friends, we're on a commercial break. I should, at this time, should I? Yeah, I should ask you if you'd be so kind to consider hitting that subscribe button if you're new. Would love to have you aboard, I will tell you that much, but definitely don't hesitate to maybe wait the rest of the game, right? It's something you could do to just try and wait me out a little bit as well to see if this is what you want to be subscribed to here on Dolynny TV, because it's like I said, you're getting the 9:30 post-game edition of Dolynny TV, and this is going to be rough, but we'll survive here. Did I get a haircut, Alvin? No, actually, I just, so lately what I've been doing is just blow drying my hair when I get out of the shower, not even putting any product in, so I just ended up styling my hair tonight, and figured I should for the live stream. Haven't showered my hair, or actually done my hair in a couple days, so figured I should, and it looks like it's working out all right. If you guys think, if you think I got a haircut, so that's good news to hear. 9:20 to go here in this third period. This one's going to be won by the Avs and Oilers into the neutral zone. Just kind of battling there. Can't find it out. But how about Vinny Desharnais coming up with the puck? And he's going to play some big minutes here for the Oilers down the stretch in this one. Obviously, Darnell Nurse is his D partner tonight. Big Vinny getting the job done out there. You don't want to interrupt Bouchard and Ekholm, and you don't want to put Broberg up there. So how about Leon Draisaitl leading ahead into the Oilers' offensive zone? He knocks down the Oilers' defending man. I think that was Eric Johnson on him right there, or was that, yeah, no, that was Bowen Byram, my pardon. And it is battling along the boards here. 8:40 to go here in this third period. Chopped that by Draisaitl. Picked up now by one of the, that's Cogliano, sorry. Picked up by him and flipped into the Oilers zone. Matthias Ekholm battles it there. Warren Foegele picks it up, and he's going to come back the other way. Foegele across to Bouchard. Bouchard across the blue line. He'll drift it in. Backhand on net. Denied there. And the Colorado Avalanche are able to flip it into the middle of the ice. And honestly, I don't know who's on the third and fourth lines for the Avalanche. So couldn't tell you exactly who has the better third and fourth. The Oilers obviously much improved over last year, so that's a good thing. But this one comes down to Georgiev. Oh my goodness, Ryan McLeod and all his speed just missed that puck. Could have had it going. And Billy Bonnyville Pontiac's 4-1 final over top of the Spruce Grove Saints. Yes, sir, that's a huge, huge get. I think old Budsy running the scoreboard there in Bonnyville will be a little upset at the fact that he's working the weekend, full weekend. But hey, you know what? Bull riding and Yaks game late this in April. Don't mind me. That sounds like a good time, and I wish I was up there doing it with him. Here comes Connor McDavid across the blue line. Shot save made by Georgiev. So the chat popping off there, but Connor McDavid just didn't pull any magic. Here's Bouchard to the middle. Shot rebound. Hyman can't solve McKinnon on the backhand, and that was just about a goal there. As Ekholm fires another shot. Saved by Georgiev. Unconventional blocker save. Turned 45 degrees in the crease. Oilers are pressuring. Wraparound. Hyman denied in front. Gerard will pick it up and go back the other way. As this one's across the line. Shot fired in front. Save made by Skinner. Now picked up by Gerard. He'll get it down low, and now the Avalanche get it to the middle of the ice again. Cut off by the Oilers. Tipped there by a high stick of Hyman. He had to leave it for them to play. This one will be worked there. 6:47 to go here in this third period of play. 35-20. The shots on goal for the Oilers were inside the last 6:35 of this third period. We are just about to wrap this one up, but it's all the way down to that guy, Stuart Skinner in net, who's had another quiet, good, great night in net, and we're hoping he can continue that. This one's here as Mr. Warren Foegele gets it going, and now Bouchard over to Foegele on that backhand opportunity. There was a couple good opportunities there for the Oilers, and this one right here when that drive by Hyman in the middle of the ice and then getting Georgiev going 45 degrees was a pretty nice one as well. And now here's Nick Bjugstad getting going here. And we got this one now for Bowen Byram. Fires the puck down low. Shot played to the middle by the Avs, but Stuart Skinner, same thing. Just comes strolling out of the net, makes the save, clamps on it, and 6:20 to go here in this third period of play, friends. I should be getting excited, but this isn't a pulsating, pounding, like heart beating hockey game. This is one of those just enjoy every little ticky-tacky thing that happens, because it's going to be the big thing that happens next that changes this game. So that's where we're at. 1-1, 6:20 to go in this third period of play as the Oilers and Avs continue to try and battle it out here late in this third period. Almost trying to do the Masters call on it more so than getting excited, as a turnover there, Nichushkin backhand as it goes wide of Skinner. And trust me, we'll wake up here in a matter of seconds. Don't you worry, as Vinny Desharnais leads across the blue line. Evander Kane now on the attack. He'll dump off to Draisaitl, turned over to Nieto. Back the other way, the Avalanche come. 5:56 to go here. We're inside the last 6 minutes. Avs play it to the middle again. The Oilers tip it there, and it's back the other way for Kailer Yamamoto. He speeds away, can't get it going. He will look back down to Evander Kane, who tries to jam it to Draisaitl, and picking away the other way is Sam Girard. And it doesn't, it looks like Evander Kane just took a high sticking penalty. So that is rough. That is absolutely rough. 5:26 to go in this third period, and the Oilers will clamp onto that puck. Warren Foegele can't get it going. So the Oilers, I know they're not trying to leave it to last to try and touch this puck, but the Avalanche, with the delayed penalty against the Oilers, will play this one ahead, tip it into the Oilers zone. And with 5:07 to go in the third period, the Colorado Avalanche will go to the power play to try and break this 1-1 tie. The Alvin, to correct you there on the Cale Makar thing, Cale Makar is out of the lineup tonight for the Colorado Avalanche, so that is big, but there it is. Scott, see, if you wouldn't have mentioned it, it wouldn't have happened. I am convinced if you would not have mentioned it, it would not have happened against Evander Kane right there, but of course it ends up happening. And now give you guys again an update here for the watch time, as we're just about there tonight. And to give you an update, 2:53, so we're just 20 hours away from that 273 mark we set a couple of nights ago. And friends, again, if you're just joining me here on Dolynny TV, what I want you to do is I want you to join me in the playoffs, okay? I want you here for all the playoff games, whether it be the Oilers going through the first, second round, and then in the third round and facing the Colorado Avalanche. I want you here. I want you to see this story for the Edmonton Oilers this postseason, and I would love to have you aboard for it. And Travis, you're saying the Avs find ways to win. Might not be pretty, but they pull it off. Well, we're hoping the Avalanche don't pull it off tonight, because I need the Edmonton Oilers to win this hockey game, but bad, if I'm being honest with you. And now this one is hopefully going to go to overtime. That would be fantastic, because then we at least clutch up a point, and then the clinching scenario for the Western Conference gets a little bit easier for the Oilers, but it is where it is. And actually, Jim, you're bringing up a good question. How many penalties have the Oilers taken tonight? The Oilers have taken 3 penalties now, so yeah, I would have been good if we would have stopped at the Ryan McLeod penalty, obviously the Klim Kostin penalty. Everything was needless. I don't think 3 penalties is too much, but everything was needless. The Avalanche have the same penalty minutes, but it's been tough to watch the Oilers obviously take 3 needless penalties in this hockey game. Definitely do agree on that sentiment. As JJ, let's go Oilers. Yeah, let's get it done. PK has been solid so far. Let's turn in another good effort and see what we can't get done tonight. And here is Evander Kane in the box. He's going to stand up and watch his teammates take the face-off in the defensive zone. Bjugstad, he's ready to go. Rantanen, not so much. Now Bjugstad tossles up again. We're going to redo it one more time. Nope, one more time. Third time's the charm, and it comes free, and the Avalanche get to the face-off win. Taves plays it over to McKinnon. McKinnon fakes the one-timer. He's going to play it in front. Tip, redirect, save made. Skinner down and out. He has to get up in a hurry. Rantanen plays it to the middle. A shot coming from Taves. Save or shot over top of the net. Remember, Skinner has not played many of these hard games down the stretch in his career as of yet. Maybe this season alone, but Stuart Skinner doing his best to keep his team in it right here. 1-1. The shot to the middle. Bounces in front. My TV screen goes blank because it now has hit 10 o'clock. and Stuart Skinner's down and out in the net. He's getting up. He can't get to his feet fast enough, and thankfully he does now. And this one's going as this one will be shot here by McKinnon. This one will be worked by Taves. And I just saw that comment in the chat. That busted me up, guys. $1:05 to go in the power play as the Oilers still working this puck in the defensive zone. So McKinnon's trying to make a pass through to Rantanen and Nichushkin or find a free stick, but can't seem to find it anywhere. This one's going to be shot, fired up over top of the net. Taves recollects at the blue line. The Avalanche have the Oilers hemmed in here. Shot goes by McKinnon up and out of play. Sir, welcome in. And we are rocking 44 seconds to go in the penalty kill. And Stuart Skinner's like, man, that was crazy. That was insane, man. I can't believe that. And Stuart Skinner's just happy he dodged some bullets there as he got taken out a couple of times and was able to get the job done. So this one is 44 seconds to go in this first period. 3:51 remaining in this third period of play. 34-26 the shots on goal for the Oilers, as we've got 44 seconds in the penalty kill, and that's what matters. As this one's going to be tied up again by the Avalanche. They're able to get it to the point for Nichushkin. Taves looks to wire the shot. He'll get it over to the near side. McKinnon with limited options. Back to Taves. He'll fire the shot this time. Rebound off of Skinner. Goes right to the short side of the net. Couldn't get it going. And this one will go back. Shot save made in front. This one now freed up for Draisaitl, and the Oilers have a 3-on-1 back the other way. Janmark and Ekholm. Ekholm can't come up with the puck. He's caught deep. Janmark hustling back for the 3-on-2. Avalanche botched it at the blue line. McKinnon spins. He's open. Shot, fire, save made. Skinner. 3:10 to go in this third period. The Oilers kill off the penalty, pounces back in front. Gerard overshot, blocks in front again. Darnell Nurse plays this one. Shot shoveled to the net, saved by Skinner. The Avalanche have somehow evened this game up in shots. 34-27 now for the Avalanche here late in this third period, as it's the Oilers holding the edge, my pardon. As the Oilers continue to bring this one home. Bowen Byram to the near side. He'll flip it up into the Oilers zone. Tipped off a stick right onto Stuart Skinner. Funny hop. With 2:39 to go, we'll have a stoppage in play. Oh my goodness, friends. This is going to be a good finish down the stretch. The Oilers just need that 35th shot to score a goal here, and that was a good chance, but even better play by Devon Taves, who, like I said, he is one of the best defensemen the Avalanche have, one of the best in the league, to be honest with you, in terms of what he did last playoffs against us. So we'll see if that holds true again. Friends, welcome aboard to Dolynny TV. I'm Tyson. Thank you for being along for the ride here as we wrap up this final 2:30 here in this Oilers-Avalanche game. Face-off tied up in the Oilers zone. Won by Vinny Desharnais on the take, and he'll fire it down the boards. And this one will be an icing call with 2:31 to go here in this third period of play, as the Oilers and Avalanche will try and battle this one out down in the last 2:30. A little bit of this hockey game. So the Oilers need to just get this done right here, right now. As this one will be Connor McDavid taking the face-off, losing it against the Avalanche here. Gerard fires the weak angle shot, drifts towards Stuart Skinner, can't get it done. 2:25 to go as it ties up in the near side corner. O'Connor, haven't seen him in a while. He's back out there, thankfully, for the Avalanche. He took a scary shot at the wrist there earlier in that second period, and this one will be offside at the Avalanche blue line. So we have the whistles coming out happy here in this late third period. And Clifford, welcome in as we have 2:15 to go in this third period of play, friends. Saw him welcome in, Eric, I guess. And we should be good to go here for what will be a great finish to this hockey game, as the Oilers and Avalanche shots are closer together. And obviously, too, the Oilers haven't really had a chance to press. The Avalanche with that power play, their chance to press. The Oilers killed it off. Oilers penalty kill has been perfect over the past 7 games, hopefully avoiding one here if I didn't just curse it, fingers crossed. And we should be good to go as Zach Hyman frees the puck up down low to Sam Girard. The Avalanche will have to flip out of their own zone, down back into the Oilers' end. Matthias Ekholm settles the puck With a $1:45 to go, he plays it off to Evan Bouchard. Bouchard leads ahead in the neutral zone, tipped down to Georgiev, who will play the puck off freely to Taves, who goes up the boards into the Oilers' end, down the ice, icing call. Like I said, this is really not a put the pressure on finish to this hockey game. This seems more or less to be just a play it to overtime, because this has been a fantastic game so far. And yes, no, it's been a fantastic stream. Camille, thank you to everybody being along for the ride. We've just crossed 200 viewers live here on Dolynny TV. Appreciate everybody being along for the ride. $1:34 to go in this third period of time, as this one will be picked up as this one. Now Derek Ryan working behind the boards. Oilers play it to the near side. Bouchard chops it to Connor McDavid. McDavid winding around. He's looking for free ice. He's found it. And Matthias Ekholm. Now Evan Bouchard fires the shot right into the skates of an Avalanche player. And Mr. Ryan Nugent-Hopkins picks it up. This will be kept offside by the Oilers. The Avalanche able to come up with it with 104 people. Or a minute 04, sorry. I'm reading the chat, watching live at the same time. As 56 seconds to go, the Avalanche fans getting loud, getting proud for their home team, getting a little nervous about this one a little bit as well. Both teams can't play for overtime. This is like worst case scenario in terms of clinching scenarios. And instead, this what it looks like it might be is the Oilers are able to squeak this one out of the zone. Back up the middle as here comes Darnell Nurse. He can't get it going. Leon Draisaitl near side can't come up with that puck. Brett Kulak on the ice now with Darnell Nurse protecting the lead after... Well, it was Bouchard and Ekholm who winded down quite a bit of the clock. 21 seconds to go as the Oilers chase Georgiev out of the net for a brief moment. Now Hyman coming to the attack. He's got the puck off the side. Shot, save Georgiev. And we are going to have a face-off in the Avalanche zone with 12.4 seconds to go here in the third period. Friends, if you are excited for a potential overtime between the Oilers and Avs, definitely right now leave a like on the stream. Would appreciate hearing that feedback. And secondary too, while we have a pause in the action, if you've enjoyed the play-by-play here over the past 2 minutes, friends, I want you to hit that subscribe button. I want you here for the playoffs. Okay, I can't tell you enough. I want you here for the playoffs when the Oilers go to war with 4 teams on their way to a Stanley Cup this spring-summer. 12:04 the time on the clock. Not quite 10:04. Oilers haven't gotten that job done. Jack, welcome in. And I'm thinking I'm missing a lot of people, but this one are going to go back into the neutral zone. Matthias Ekholm with the puck. He'll carry ahead. He'll flip a shot right onto Georgiev's glove. He'll bat it into the near side corner. That will do it for regulation. The Oilers, the Avs, for the third time this season, will head to overtime. I think somebody said it in the chat earlier today, friends. If this was a series in the third round this year, everybody's healthy, how many overtimes does this series have? I think somebody said 3. I mean, you would have to have at least 3 based on what these teams have done in the regulation periods so far in the regular season. All right, friends, let's buckle up for overtime. We're just about ready. Connor McDavid, Leon Draisaitl, Darnell Nurse will lead us out. Truly welcome in. Neo, welcome in. And I don't think I've missed anyone else. Nathan's ready. And we should be good. Hein, welcome in. And what else we got? Liam, welcome in. As I'm just getting everybody in here. As too many people coming in live at once, I'm going to miss some of you. But the Avalanche winning 6-5 in overtime. And we should be good to go here for the Oilers and Avs overtime period. Between these two teams, two very good teams, two teams that are going to likely face each other in the playoffs. So hopefully we see that in the third round, because that would be a fantastic way to write up this mess around for the playoffs, because right, the Oilers take on the Kings, the Kraken, or the Jets in the first round, and then go see from there. As we got to look at the standings, it's going to be a big finish here in overtime. I'd like to welcome everybody who's just joined us here on the stream. Thank you for being aboard on Dolynny TV. I'm Tyson. If you're tuning in for the first time, hey, consider hitting that subscribe button on the channel as overtime comes to a finish here, because I would love to have you for the playoffs. You think 245 is crazy right now. Let's get to the playoffs and see how special the playoffs are going to be. I would love to have you aboard for that. And we should be closing in on 11,500 subscribers tonight as well. Looks like Ekholm is going to be on the ice for the Oilers here in overtime, as it looks like Ekholm has now replaced Darnell Nurse on the top overtime unit. And looks like we have 11,495 subscribers. Gillis TV tuning in as well, so another blue wrench in the chat. And we are just about ready to rock and roll for this overtime period, as we will be set as Leon Draisaitl wins it back to Mattias Ekholm. He'll start back into the Oilers zone. 4:56 to go in the overtime period as the Oilers look to get the possession set up, as Ekholm skates around, misses around with Lars Eller. Eller out there with Nathan MacKinnon as the Oilers get buzzing. Draisaitl sets the pick, and now Ekholm will once again set up behind the Oilers net, as Lars Eller being pesky trying to set things up. He'll go up the boards, will Ekholm to Leon Draisaitl. Draisaitl will try and drift it there for Connor McDavid, who's got a head of steam. Draisaitl across the blue line, the shot saved Georgiev. Draisaitl sets to the middle. He can't get the backdoor tap in from McDavid. Back the other way now come the Avalanche, as they will set up their first attack of this overtime period. This one's going to come back for Nathan MacKinnon. He'll step in. Ekholm skates it off of McKinnon skates. Here's a shot right in front. Misses wide. Stuart Skinner, the stick denial, side of the net on Bowen Byram. My goodness, what a robbery right there. Here comes Draisaitl back the other way. Ekholm's going to peel off for a line change. Bring across Darnell Nurse. Connor McDavid saying that he was hooked. And it looks like the Oilers will go to the power play here. Connor McDavid can't believe it. And the Oilers can win it now on the man advantage here on the power play. Connor McDavid takes a sit on the bench, as he was maybe stung up a little bit there by that stick there, as Connor McDavid winds in. And Georgiev made the save. And then this one here for Mattias Ekholm, almost turning over that puck. And then the shot fired wide. Skinner just about had to face that one. And then this one here from McDavid takes a slash in on the hands, hook kind of deal. And his hands come free. So it's a hooking call against Bowen Byram. And the Oilers or the Avalanche are going to call the timeout. Looks like the Oilers are going to call the timeout here. So we are going to see what happens here for both teams with a 2-minute power play. 3:51 remaining in the overtime period. The Oilers should be able to get this job done on the power play, as there's Jack Campbell sitting in behind the bench. He is cheering on his teammates, standing up right now, trying to get things going, as both teams looking to come away on the better half of this penalty from Bowen Byram. Scout, yeah, just listen to me. I'll take you home. 3:51 to go here in this overtime period. 2 minutes to go on the power play for the Oilers, as this one will be ready to rock and roll. Nugent Hopkins on the ice with Bouchard. Draisaitl out there as well, I would believe. And I would assume McDavid as well. That is your 4 skaters on this 4-on-3 power play in overtime. McDavid helps win the face-off. Bouchard over to McDavid. McDavid will skate around. He'll look to make the pass. Looking to go back, and he will hand it back to Evan Bouchard. McDavid over to Draisaitl. It's tipped off of the course, and now here's Draisaitl back to McDavid. McDavid looking at Bouchard. Goes off his skate. Back to McDavid. McDavid across to Draisaitl. Can't get it going. $1:35 remaining in the power play. The Oilers looking for the perfect put-it-home shot. Here's Draisaitl over to Bouchard. The cannon, the shot, the save, Georgiev. Whew, that one was tight. The Oilers just about got it finished there. 89.4 miles an hour on the shot from Evan Bouchard. And I'm going to tell you, you're going to want to hear this here in a matter of moments. Buckle up, as the Oilers just about put that one home on the rocket of a shot there from Evan Bouchard. Now, the Oilers winding up the power play. Here's Bouchard again. Wrist shot. Scores! Evan Bouchard in overtime. Puts it home, walking down the middle. And the Edmonton Oilers take home the overtime victory. 3:10 to go in the frame over top of the Colorado Avalanche. Friends, that is what I tell you, a big-time victory for the Edmonton Oilers. And just to update the standings here, to say what that means for us tonight, that is a huge, huge get. Just past 10 o'clock on a on a Tuesday night. The Oilers win 2-1 in overtime. So let's go quickly get those standings. Yes, that's what I'm after. Evan Bouchard walks down the middle. Of course, if that's not your play of the game in overtime, I don't know what would be, as Bouchard walks right past, looks off Comfer, shoots the puck. Somebody was saying that they want Bouchard to shoot the puck. Well, he did, and he just won a massive game for the Oilers that gives us 107 points. The Colorado Avalanche at this point can finish with 109 still, so there's still room that the Oilers have to go out there and get that 109th point in the next game against the San Jose Sharks. Of course, to give you an updated score, sorry friends, the Vegas Golden Knights look like they will beat the Seattle Kraken tonight. So that is where we are at, and that's where it is for now. So win over the San Jose Sharks and a Vegas loss to the Kraken on Thursday would clinch it, as long as the Colorado Avalanche don't have anything else to say. As there we go, friends. I'm Tyson, this is Dolynny TV. Thank you so much for being aboard this evening. Really appreciate you along for the ride. To Terry, to Billy, to Recoil, thank you so much for what you did tonight. And we will talk to you, friends, tomorrow after work as we get set for the final game of the season on Thursday against the San Jose Sharks, and then playoffs. Again, and that's where I'll leave you right now. If you're new to the channel, please hit that subscribe button here on Dolynny TV before